that are remaining, and this is absolutely one of them because there are 3 teams that can go through here. Morocco have really put a spanner into the works. Honestly, we could be looking at Belgium losing this game. Belgium are ranked 2nd in the world, and Croatia are ranked 12th. You would look at this game and quite fancy Belgium to get a result from it, but they have been so poor, so poor, that looking at this game, you wouldn't be surprised for Croatia to win. And that would result in Belgium going home. If it stays the same, even if Morocco lose, as long as Belgium lose, it will be Croatia and Morocco that go through, and we would be waving goodbye to Belgium. So this has got some big repercussions, obviously, for the tournament. We are starting the bottom part of the bracket as well. So let's just momentarily take a look at that and see where these teams are going to be going, what side of the draw they end up going onto. Obviously, this isn't going to affect the USA. It's not going to affect England until the semi-final stage. So it's not something that we need to worry about too much, but it'll be interesting to know who's going where, for example. So if we have a look at the bracket, we can see that this is Group F, and we can see that the winners of Group F go on to England's side of the draw, and the runners-up of Group F, they go on to the USA side of the draw. As we said, though, don't need to worry about it too much because we're not going to play the winners if we get through until the semi-final. So we don't need to worry about it. But yeah, that's just worth knowing that the winners go on to England's side and the losers go on to the United States side of the draw for this group. So, done. What are your top 5 midfielders of all time? Would Luka Modric make it for you? He would for me. Top 5 midfielders of all time. Do you know what? I think that's such a good question. Would Modric make it? I don't think he would, to be honest. I mean, I'm thinking about the likes of Zinedine Zidane, who I think, would I say he'd be top? Yeah, he might be. I think I could come up with 5 before I got to Modric, but I can understand. I think Modric might make my top 10. Let's have a look at top midfielders and just see who some of the articles have gone with. Top midfielders ever. Top midfielders ever. We've got, oh, that's nice. Sport Bible. When was that done? That was Christmas time, December. That's nice. So the top 10 midfielders in history ranked. So they've gone with Figo of Portugal. They've gone with Pirlo of Italy. Didi from Brazil. Lothar Matthäus from Germany. Lothar Matthäus, he was kind of more of a defensive midfielder, but he was a midfielder. Xavi, of course. Ronaldinho, Zinedine Zidane, Iniesta, Platini, and Maradona. So Maradona, Platini, Iniesta are their top 3. I think if you do think about that amazing midfield of Spain, like of Xavi, Iniesta, they would definitely get in there. And was it Alonso? And then you've got Ronaldinho. Zidane was the first name that came to my mind. And then Maradona, Platini. There's some big names, isn't there? There's plenty of people to choose from. So, nice question, though. I like it. I'd say that there's a chance he'd get into my top 10. But I don't think he gets into my top 5. I don't know if you've seen the rumours, but Kanye might be leaving England. Kanye might be leaving England? What do you mean, bud? Let's go Croatia. Let's go Morocco, said Sam. Big game this, as we said. I think Croatia absolutely can get a result from this. And if Croatia win, Belgium are out. If Croatia win, Belgium are out. If they draw, then they need Morocco to lose. So if they draw, they need Canada to beat Morocco. Belgium basically need to win this game. They basically need to win this game. Harif said, I feel like whatever I choose, it might be the reverse result of what actually happens. I'm going to pick Morocco and Belgium, but I'm actually picking Croatia and Canada. Some said, who do you predict to win? Who do I predict to win? I think that we are looking at... I don't see Croatia losing this game. So I think that we could be looking at a draw here. And I think we could be looking at a tricky in the other game, you know. I feel like Croatia-Belgium, I think Belgium are going to be battling for their lives. They've got some real talent. They were expected to get through this group. But I think that this Croatia team has shown itself to be pretty solid. And I think that this Croatian side should have enough to at least hold Belgium. So I'm going to say this will be a draw. And then in the other game, I'm going to say that Canada... Oh, really hard. I mean, I think Morocco have actually looked really impressive. I'm going to say Morocco win. I'll say Morocco win. I think, it's going to be hard for Canada. They're playing for pride. Morocco are obviously playing to get through. The intensity of Morocco is going to be dialed up because they're going to be so desperate to get something from this game. I mean, Morocco know if they win, they are through. They know if they get a victory, they have qualified. So, Canada are already gone. They're already home. Morocco know that a win means they definitely qualify. So I just think that Morocco have got quite a bit of skill. I was surprised by how good they were. I remember, I think it was Easy 99 told us, keep an eye on Morocco. And they really have impressed. So, unfortunately, I'm going to say Morocco are just going to be that little hungrier here. They get the victory. And then I think Croatia-Belgium could be a draw. And I think that's it. I think that Belgium are out. I really do. I think that this is too much of a mountain for them to climb. To have to try and get a result against Croatia is not a great situation to be in. And a draw probably won't help you as well. So even a draw is not going to be good enough. You've got to win. And as I said, that's not a great situation to be in. So Croatia have not qualified, of course. If Morocco win and Belgium win, it's Croatia that go home. So I think that there's plenty here for Croatia to battle for. So I don't think they're going to be giving this up. I think Croatia have got plenty of experience. Don't forget they finished as the runners-up in 2018. They've still got a good number of those players around and in the squad. So they'll be experienced. They've got some youth, but they've got some older heads in there, which should see them through this. And I think that it'll be a draw. So let's ask the question. Do you think Belgium qualify for the round of 16? Do you think Belgium qualify for the round of 16? Yes or no? That is in the chat right now. Do you think Belgium are going through, or do you think they're going home? I am leaning heavily towards them going home, to be honest. So let's see. Beard Coach, shout out to you, said, I don't watch live, but I watch every wrestling stream of yours. Keep it up. Beard Coach, shout out to you. That's really kind, buds. I really appreciate the support. And, it's just great that we've got so many cool community members that jump in and say hello. And, you get to see the same faces and familiar faces. And, Beard Coach, shout out to you, man. It's good. Right, Dortnight said, I think you probably have to have Platini and Zidane in there. Hard to compare defensive midfielders with attacking midfielders. That is true. I mean, I must admit, when I was reading that list, because when Asib asked that question, I had about 3 names come to mind, and I was like, I know I'm missing some big hitters here. So pulled up the article, and when I saw like Lothar Matthäus, I was like, like it is a bit strange to like see some of those players that I've seen him in defense. So like in my mind, like he's sort of a defensive midfielder slipping into defense, a little bit like Beckenbauer. And I agree that like some of them you're a bit like, but you know, if they've got him as a midfielder, then so be it. And he certainly did play in midfield plenty. So I think that there's a lot. There's a lot that you forget. There's been a lot of great teams throughout history, and there's a lot of great midfielders right now. I mean, like you look at the likes of De Bruyne and Valverde and De Jong. You know, there's a real crop of fantastic midfielders with Bellingham coming through, of course, and you know Gavi and Pedri. So it's a good time for midfielders. I think there's a good crop around at the moment. I wouldn't say there's loads of amazing strikers at the moment, to be honest. I wouldn't say there was tons of amazing centre backs, but I feel like there's quite a few fantastic midfielders, and I feel like there's a decent amount of goalkeepers. I mean, if you look at Brazil, where they've got Alisson and Ederson as their 1 and 2, and then you've got the likes of Donnarumma, and you've got the likes of Simon, who is a target for Man United, I heard. Man United are trying to get the current Spain goalkeeper. They're trying to get him. I think he plays for Bilbao. They're trying to sign him. He's going to be about 50 million, which I didn't think was that bad, to be honest, for a top international goalkeeper. But I was reading a report just last night that they're trying to get him. So I feel like that, yeah, just to wrap that conversation up, I feel like there's a fair amount of decent keepers. I don't think there's loads of great centre-backs. I think we've got quite a few wing-backs, full-backs around at the moment. I think there's loads of interest in midfielders. And I really don't think there's tons of great strikers. I don't think there's tons of great strikers at all. Like, you go with the likes of, I don't know, maybe Kane, Mbappe, Haaland. Like, Darwin Núñez to me is one for the future, but I don't know that he's really here now. And, like, yeah, I don't think there's loads of great strikers. But it's been a very interesting, and maybe that shows itself with who's leading. You know, at the moment we got Gakpo, Rashford, Valencia, and Mbappe all on 3 goals. Like, there's no one that's really pulled ahead. I mean, maybe Mbappe would have if he played the full 90 minutes against Tunisia. Maybe he'd be on 4 goals now, 5 goals now. But I don't know. I don't know that like Gakpo's going to be able to maintain that. I don't know that Rashford's going to be able to play all that much. And yeah, you kind of look at like who's knocking them in at this World Cup, and there does feel to me like there's a lack of strikers. But you know, maybe it's just the way the game's evolving. Ryan Gambler said, "Good morning. How are you? Does Pulisic play on? On Saturday? I honestly don't know. There's big concerns. He says that he wants to, but I don't know that he's going to be honest. I don't know that he's going to make it. I think he wants to, but I think he will always want to. And I think he's going to be a bit stubborn and a bit like, yep, see you Saturday. And it's going to have to take someone to go, no, it won't be see you Saturday. So that hasn't been confirmed yet. So you might be without him. It's up in the air, I would say. Hasib said, I agree. Only Haaland coming through. I class Mbappe as a wide player. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, striker, attacker. I suppose that has been how the game has evolved. It's a bit like Salah, for example. I mean, Salah would be a wide player, but then he's in that front line. So it's kind of like, I totally understand where you're coming from. But maybe, as we said, it's more to do with how the game has evolved, and now there's more forward players including those wide spots, than there are just number 9s. You know, back in the day, I can remember United having the likes of Cole and York and Van Nistelrooy and Van Persie. And I don't know, it just feels like there's a bit of a lack of those kinds of strikers at this World Cup. Sasha is in talks with WWE. Trini, hello, hope you are well. Votecast, what an exciting night last night was. Said it was brilliant, weren't it, buds? Brilliant. And you know what? We might have the same today. It's Croatia against Belgium. And we've got a really tight group. You can see from the table just to the left of me, I believe, however you're watching this. You can see the table that Croatia are top on 4 points. Morocco are second on 4 points. Belgium are third on 3 points. And Canada, we know, are already home. So any teams that win go through. If Croatia win, they're through. If Morocco win, they're through. If Belgium win, they're through. So, like, it's going to be really interesting. If they draw, so if Belgium and Croatia draw, then Croatia are through, but Belgium would need Morocco to be losing, and they would need them to be losing quite badly, because at the moment Morocco are +2 with their goal difference, whereas Belgium are -1. So if Belgium is drawing, their -1 stays at -1. So they're going to need Morocco to be conceding 3 goals. It's probably not going to happen, considering Canada have only scored 1 World Cup goal in their career, in their history. And granted, they've not been at many World Cups, but I don't see them scoring 3 past Morocco. So I think it's fair to say that a draw would be no good for Belgium. So Belgium have got to get a victory. So we could be in for some real drama as the goals are coming in. And we could be seeing another example of the table flipping around. So hoping for another good, exciting kind of few hours here. This is a decent group for that. And then the game that we've got afterwards, we've got Costa Rica, Germany, and Japan and Spain. And let's just momentarily look at that group. So if we momentarily look at that group, we can see that Spain are on 4 points, Japan are on 3 points, Costa Rica are on 3 points, and Germany, believe it or not, rock bottom, 1 point now. You would look at that group and you would say, okay, Germany are beating Costa Rica, yeah? Germany are beating Costa Rica. Costa Rica are definitely going home. So that would put Germany on 4 points. Now, we don't know how many Germany will win by. Let's say it's 3-0, right? So that puts Germany on 4 points, and they would have 2 goals, right? It would put them on 4 points, and they would be +2. That means in the other game, Spain would be through, but Japan would have to win in order to go through. So Japan would have to win. They would just need to win. So if Germany win and Japan win, depending on how many goals have been scored, Germany could still go home, but Japan have to win, right? And I think it's probably unlikely that Japan are beating Spain. I think it's probably unlikely that Japan are beating Spain. So I think we could be looking at a situation where Germany find a way through here. Right, I mean, it's crazy. Right now, they are rock bottom of this group, but they know they need to win. They know that Costa Rica is 31st in the world. They are absolutely beatable. And I think we could be looking at Germany going through, which is a real shame because I'd love to see them go home. I would love to see Germany pack their bags and go home. But I think Spain are going to get the job done. I expect Spain to go through. And then, as we said, I think Germany will still find a way of slipping through in second position. But any little twist or turn in that game later or the other game, and that is going to be absolutely fascinating. That is going to have big, big repercussions. And we might be saying goodbye to Germany. We really, really don't know. Germany come to politic and not to play football, says Daniel. Even the commentary doesn't know that Bunau never play in the game after second half. The Moroccan keeper, Bunau, actually in the first 11 and will be on the pitch singing the national anthem before getting subbed off against Belgium immediately before the match starts after he said he's not feeling well and he is ill, said Easy 99. So the Moroccan goalkeeper is going to be in the first 11 and then he's going to be subbed off. Why are they doing that? Why are Morocco wasting one of their subs like that? Why not just start with your sub keeper? Like that doesn't make any sense. Let's have a look. So the Bono in goal. I love his music. Big fan of Bono. Love the Joshua Tree. That is a fantastic album. So Bono in goal, and you're telling me he's going to get subbed off straight away? It's a bit weird, isn't it? That's one of those kind of quirky World Cup moments if that happens. All right, let's go back over here. Let's get the standings back up on screen. Japan have absolutely bottled it. All they had to do is beat Costa Rica. That's true. That's true. That is true. They've only got themselves to blame. They did the hard work of beating Germany, and then they absolutely let Germany off the hook. They absolutely had the opportunity to slam that door in their face. Right now, this could be done. Right now, that group could be over. They should be on how many points would they be on? 6 points. They should be on 6 points. And it should be Spain on 4, and it should be a case that Germany just can't catch them. And that is absolutely not what's happened. So, yeah, you're right. They've only got themselves to blame. Banu's saying that he's not feeling well before the match against Belgium in the second match. I am happy USA and England made it through. That was the best I could hope for, said Daniel. Now, England or USA winning would be the icing on the cake. I need a Moroccan win today, said Dortnight. I have got them in the sweepstakes, is that? I see them going through. I think Morocco are going to do this. I can see it being a case that Morocco get the result against Canada. Canada are already out. Yeah, they'll be wanting to score another goal. And go out with their heads held high, so they'll be fighting for this. There's, I've got no doubt about that. But I don't think we're going to be seeing enough effort from Canada compared to Morocco, who are in such an incredible position. A win for Morocco, they are through. Simple as that. A win for Morocco, they are through. Then, and honestly, if Morocco win, then it becomes very interesting, actually. In fact, Canada, it would be really great if you could just do the world a solid and just let Morocco go through. Because if Morocco win, then it is down to either Croatia or Belgium. One of those sides go through, one of those sides goes home. Because as long as Morocco win, they are definitely through. So that's really exciting. Really, really exciting. Because this group, when people looked at it, it was a no-brainer that Belgium and Croatia were going through. Those teams finished second and third at the last World Cup. So it was a no-brainer that they were definitely going through. And for Morocco to come in and spoil the party, if you will, that's an amazing story. It's a fantastic story. And either Croatia or Belgium going out would be a big shock. And it could happen. Because Morocco absolutely could get a result against Canada today. Daniel said it's fun knowing my team is in and I'm getting to watch the remaining chaos, says Daniel. Dortmund said, I need a Moroccan win today. I've got them in the sweepstakes at work, but I'll happily sacrifice a loss if it makes my Canadian friends happy. Martin said, I love to stay by you two. It's great video as well. Do you know what? I don't know if I know that track. I love to stay. U2. I'm googling it. Stay by U2. That's on Zooropa, which I honestly don't know loads about Zooropa. It's such an interesting album, Zooropa, because it's got like that kind of really weird, different cover, kind of like a modern arty type cover, which is always an album that's always kind of grabbed my attention. But I've also heard it's not the best album. It's not like doesn't quite measure up to some of the other stuff, but that's the one that had Lemon on. And didn't they have like a mental world tour with that album where they were like, were they coming out of a Lemon or something? Like from that world tour, like they went full on like rock band. Yeah, that's one that I should probably sit down and just give a listen to. I might really enjoy that album. Definitely, I'm going to know some of those tracks, but I'm not very good when it comes to like the name of tracks. I'd have to hear it. But I mean, I've got I've got loads of their albums. I don't think I have Suropa though, and I've got like their best. I've got like God only knows how many different versions of their best of. They had a gold and a silver best of, which I've got both of those. And then they had like a singles collection and everything, which I've just, let play through. So I feel like I would definitely know these songs. I'll go, oh, yeah, no, but not very good when it comes to knowing like what they're called. But I really like U2. I really like U2. Genuinely think they're a fantastic band. Some of their more recent stuff, not that great, but yeah. More 80s U2 I'm into. He's telling his coach that he's not feeling well on the pitch and he wanted to get subbed off. The match against Belgium last week, not today. I'm confused. I don't know what you mean. So you're saying that he last week started the game and then said he didn't feel it well and then got subbed off. I mean, that happens. But if it's like that he knew that before the game started and they had to sacrifice a sub, like it's a bit stupid on his part, really. Because I feel like you're taking a sub away from your team. So, yeah, I think it's a bit stupid. But Edge and Bono walk into a bar and the barman says, not you two again. Oh, that's good. Hang on. That's good. That's good. Well done. Well done. Dork Knight said, do you remember when Apple pre-installed a U2 album on everyone's accounts? Funny you should say that, actually, because I watched Bono talking to Stephen Colbert just the other week. He had Bono on and they did an extended interview. It was like nearly 25, 30 minutes long. And they were covering lots of different aspects of U2. And he basically apologized for like that happening, and he said it was his idea. He met up with Apple and said, like, let's do it. Let's give out the new album to everyone for free. And they acknowledge now that it should have been that you can choose, if you want to download it, go here, and you can choose to have it rather than everyone like being forced to listen to it. So yeah, he acknowledges like apparently the band didn't want to do it. He wanted to do it. So that one I think is on Bono. I mean, obviously it's on Apple as well because they didn't have to do that, but apparently it was Bono's. I don't know if it was his idea, but he wanted to do it all the same. Yeah, that was mental. That was mental. Days, who goes into USA's side of the bracket? Yeah, so we can have a look at that. We had a little look at it at the start of the stream. So Group A winners were Netherlands. Group B runners-up, of course, were the USA. Then Group C winners were Argentina. Group D runners-up were Australia. So that's the most important thing, yeah? That's the most important thing. If you are a fan of the USA, you just need to know that it's one of those 4 teams that will be in the World Cup semi-final. It's only one of those 4, but one of those 4 will make it to the semi-final. So it's either going to be Netherlands, USA, Argentina, or Australia. Who is going to make it through to the World Cup semi-final? Then in the bottom part of the bracket to decide who that person's playing, what that team is going to play in the semi-final, we now need to find the other 4 teams. So winner of Group E looks likely to be Spain, right? So it looks like Spain are going to go through onto the USA side. Runners-up of F, which is what we're deciding right now. The runners-up of F, they also go over to the USA side. Runners-up of F will go on to play, we think, Spain. That group isn't finalised until later on today, so we don't quite know yet, but at the moment it's Spain that are top, right? So we think Spain will go on to play the runners-up of F, who could be Morocco, to be honest. Could be Morocco. Croatia could finish top, and it could be Morocco that go through. So that means we could have Morocco versus Spain, which could be a really interesting game. This is on the USA side here. Then winners of G is going to be Brazil. And runners-up of H, we don't know. I mean, it could be Ghana. Or it could be Uruguay. Like, we don't know who the runners-up of H are going to be yet. Could be Portugal still, of course. So that's really interesting as to who's going to go over and play Brazil. But it looks like Spain and Brazil are going onto the USA side. But you don't need to worry about them until you get to a semi-final, right? So a lot of people think that it's going to be Argentina, Brazil, that's going to be the semi-final on that left-hand side of the draw. A lot of people think it's going to be that. Over on the other side of the draw, France are probably favourites to get through. So a lot of people think that France will be the team that come through. It's up to you as to whether you think it's going to be Spain, Brazil, or Argentina on the left-hand side. Who gets through that? Or, of course, you might think USA. And on the right-hand side, England have got a chance. France, of course, have got a chance. And I think we're looking at the likes of Croatia, Germany. Those are the teams on that side of the draw. I feel like the right-hand side of the draw is shaping up to be a little easier. But in all fairness, when I say a little easier, you just don't know. You don't know yet. Because England, in order to get to the semi-final, it seemed like they're going to have to get past Senegal and then France, and there's not really anything easy about that. And then when we get to the semi-final, it's going to be Germany or Croatia, or, it'll be a decent team. But it won't be Brazil by the looks of it, and I don't think it's going to be Spain. So I'm very, very grateful about that, but still, as we said, might have to get past the likes of France. So there's not really an easy way. I think if what you want to avoid, and both England and USA have, is going into this bottom left part of the draw. This bottom left where it says Group E winners, which is Spain. Group F runners-up, which could be Morocco. Group G winners, which is going to be Brazil. And then could you imagine if you was the Group H runners-up? Imagine if you were Ghana going into that bottom left part of the draw. You've got the likes of flipping Spain and Morocco and Brazil, and you're going to have to try and come through that little group. I mean, that looks a nightmare, to be honest. That bottom left looks a real nightmare. I feel like bottom right looks the easiest. Going into that looks quite easy, dare I say. Because you're looking at Group F winners, who could be, say, Croatia. Group E runners-up, which could be Germany. So Croatia versus Germany, they could play each other, right? Group H winners could be Portugal. And then Group G runners-up could be, say, Serbia. So Portugal, Serbia. That kind of means that Portugal go through to play Germany or Croatia. There's not really a side there that I think is like a Brazil or a Spain. Like, I feel like all of those teams are just that little bit further down. You look at England's side, England are there, France are there. You look over at where the USA are, they've got Argentina in with them. And then you look down at that bottom left, you might have Spain and Brazil. But then, as I say, you look over at the bottom right, and scariest team there is maybe Portugal. Which, as I said, if that's the scariest team there, I think that could have been a lot worse. So that's kind of, we've got a good idea at how it's all shaping up. We've got a really good idea. I was going to try and fill this in. And actually, I might even try and do it before the next one. So that we've got like a good idea. Because there tends to be an hour in between the games. So I might do that before the start of the next game later today. But and get this like populated and get it filled out. I won't obviously do the tables. We're only interested in that middle bit. Or maybe I can find a better... chart before the games later. Because that one, I mean, you can kind of make it out, but I think it could be a bit clearer. So that'll be something I'll have a look before the games tonight. I keep saying I'm going to do it, so I'll do it. USA, England would be in the final, says Daniel. Yep. We're on different sides of the draw. So the way it works is that the winner goes one side, runner-up goes the other. But, like, the winner of A will go that side, but then the winner of B will go on that side. Winner of C goes that side. Winner of D goes that side. That's how they do it. Like, they make sure the two sides are fair, or as fair as they can make them, you know, by splitting the winners and then splitting the runners up. So that meant that England won the group, so they went that side, but USA came runners-up, so they went that side. So, yeah, the USA, England, the only way we'll play each other now is if we get through to the final. It's the only way we'll play each other now, which I think we have to say is probably unlikely, that both of us are going to make it, or either of us are going to make it all the way through our sides of the draw to get through to the final. England have only ever been to one World Cup final. They've only ever made it there once. They won it, thankfully, in 1966, and that's it. They've never lost a World Cup final. They've never made it through to a World Cup final. I wish the media wasn't already dissecting France versus England. We need to show respect to Senegal. There have been more bizarre results than Senegal beating England at this World Cup, said Dortmund. That's true. That's very true. And I think, like, as long as the team aren't doing that, I don't worry too much about what the media are doing. I think, like, it's only human, really, to just, like, have that little look forward and dare to dream, you know? If we do get past Senegal, who would be next? Well, we know it's either France or Poland. And then if we come through that, now we're starting to learn who it could be. So you start to, like, I suppose, mentally plan for what that could look like, what that journey could be. But as long as the players aren't doing that, and as long as their management team aren't doing that, then brilliant. Keep them grounded, focused on Senegal, take it a game at a time. But what I love about England is that they've been there, they've done it, they've shown that they're a successful tournament team now. They did really well in the World Cup 2018. They managed to get past Colombia and Sweden, and then got through to the semi-final. And in the semi-final, obviously took Croatia to extra time, but ended up falling just short in the semi-final. That team, though, is a very different team from the team we have now. We've been building over the last 4 years. We've got a great crop of talent that's come in and added to the experience that's there. And so, like, you know, as we saw in the Euros, we then managed to get past Germany. We got past Ukraine. We got past Denmark, made it through to the final, and took Italy all the way to penalties. A fantastic Italian team that was the team of the tournament. We managed to take them all the way into extra time, into penalties. They then, I believe, missed a penalty. We were just 3 kicks away from winning the Euros. If we'd have scored those, didn't matter what Italy did with scoring theirs, we would have been European champions. So I look at that, and I look at all of that experience, and I look at how the team has grown. You know, you compare it to the team that crashed out in the round of 16 to Iceland was it the Euros of 2016? Crashed out just 6 years ago to Iceland in the round of 16. And that's what, you know, sparked an overhaul, if you will. And then that's what led to Gareth being manager, and World Cup in 2018, Euro 2020, and now here we are with this tournament. So, yeah, I think that they'll be focused. I think that they will be very aware of not taking teams for granted. I feel like we've definitely learnt that lesson from the Iceland match. I don't think Gareth is the kind of manager that's going to get carried away. He's very grounded, very down to earth. They're going to be fully focused on Senegal. You have to be. They're so physical, and they're going to prove so problematic that, they'll be fully focused on the job in hand. So, yeah, looking forward to it. Really looking forward to the weekend. I'm optimistic that England can get the job done. But we'll have to wait and see. And obviously, the USA game's going to be fascinating. Even if you've got Pulisic or you don't have Pulisic, I still think you've got a great chance. Against Netherlands. I think you've got a great chance against Netherlands. So, yeah, we'll be watching those games, of course. But every game now we're watching. Every game. There's not a single World Cup game we miss now. We're doing them all. All the round of 16, semi-final, quarterfinals, third place playoff, the final itself, of course. We're doing all the games now until the tournament ends. Brazil World Cup 2014. I think Morocco is the only squad in the group. Never look out. The squad is underrated, says Easy99. Yeah, I think you mentioned that before. I sang your praises earlier in the stream. I remember you mentioning, keep an eye on Morocco. And honestly, I think you're right, and I think they're through. I think that they will beat Canada today. And I think that they go through, and then it's going to come down to Croatia or Belgium. Who is going to go through out of Croatia or Belgium? We will lose a big team. Belgium have not been brilliant here at all, but this is going to be heartbreaking for Belgium. This will be heartbreaking because this is a side which you look at, and on paper, I can't say have got enough to win the World Cup now. I can't say that. I don't look at this team and fear this team anymore. It's really weird, but I remember England playing Belgium. I think we were in their group for the World Cup, and I remember us playing Belgium, and you were like, just don't fancy this, 4 years ago we played them, and it was like, I just don't fancy it. This is one of the world's big, strong, powerful nations, and we lost 1-0. And then we played Belgium in the third, fourth place playoff game, and we lost 1-0 again. And they were just better than us. Belgium 4 years ago were better than England. But England have kicked on and Belgium have declined. And I look at that Belgium team now, and even though it's got De Bruyne and Trossard, Meunier, they've got, Courtois in goal. You look at it and you don't fear it. I do not fear that Belgium team. So if England were to draw Belgium, I wouldn't... obviously, I wouldn't be saying, we're through. But... I wouldn't be scared of them. I wouldn't be worried about them. Certainly not like I was 4 years ago. So, yeah, this is going to be heartbreaking, I think, for Belgium. I don't think they get the result here. And honestly, this could be it for them for a generation. They managed to get a golden generation. They managed to get something very, very special with a real crop of players. I mean, for somewhere like Belgium, that have never won the World Cup, don't believe they've ever won the Euros... for them to have this amazing crop of players all come through at the same time. One of the world's great goalkeepers. Midfields that's just, fantastic. I mean, in De Bruyne, they may have the best midfielder in the world. And then they had Lukaku up front, one of the world's great strikers. I don't know how they managed to produce this crop of players. I don't know how it came about, but... they got this crop of players and they've just not been able to do anything with it. I mean, winning a tournament is so hard. It's so hard. They had a fantastic chance and they went into tournaments as one of the favourites in, for the past 10 years. But nothing's come off for them. And you do feel now, I feel now that the boat has been missed. I think that this is just a shadow of what it was now. And so, yeah, I think that dare I say, the final nail in this generation might be about to be banged into the coffin today. This could be it. This could be the end of the road for this generation. I don't know if they're going to have another go in 2 years' time. I don't know where we are in 2 years' time. That defence ain't going to be there in 2 years' time, though. And I don't think they've got amazing defenders coming through. De Bruyne should be there in 2 years' time. Trossard will be there. Lukaku, how old's Lukaku? Is he in his early 30s? He might be there, but I don't know how effective Lukaku's going to be in a few years' time. Let's have a look at the Belgium team. And have a look at their ages, and just see how old they are. So Courtois is 30, so in 2 years' time he'll be 32, so he'll be fine. Toby Alderweireld is 33. 2 years' time, he'll be 35. You can sort of get away with it as a defender, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure that we're going to be seeing him in a couple of years. I mean, Vertonghen is 35. He's going to be 37 in 2 years' time. Again, not sure. I feel like those two need to step aside. I feel like if Belgium are going to do anything, they're going to need some young defenders back there. Rather than a 35 and a 37-year-old. So, I think it might be the end of the road for those guys. De Bruyne will be 33. I mean, we've seen with Modric that you can survive that. And you can, play till you're in your mid-30s. Hazard will be 33 as well, but, I mean, his form's just completely gone. A couple of years' time, Lukaku will still be in his early 30s. Trossard will be 29. I feel like they'll still have a good chunk of players around. In all fairness to them, I think there'll be a good chunk of players around. It's that defense, isn't it, that looks like it's going to be the problem. It's the defense. It's those two centre backs that are going to be 35 and 37 in 2 years' time. How old is Meunier? Meunier is going to be 33. You might worry about that as well. In all fairness. I think undeniably they're going to have a different defence at the next tournament. They'll have a different defence. I expect Courtois to still be in goal. Tielemans is only 25. He'll be 27 in a few years. Lukaku, as we said, 31. That's all right. You can get away with that. That's all right. Trossard, 29. Yeah, I mean, look, 2 years' time, they'll still have a decent team. They'll still have a decent team, but I feel like it's gone, definitely. The chance to win a tournament, I feel like that's gone for them. Heartbreak. They have documents who's young and have tons of potential. Belgium defense is their weak point, says Hamad. In some ways, I am happy that I will be starting my next contract on Monday, but I will miss being able to watch the World Cup. Michael, shout out to you. Rotem said, Days, would you say Belgium is the Greenwoods of the World Cup? A waste of talent? Are they a waste of talent? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like, I suppose in a way they are, because you would expect them to have maybe got to some more finals and things like that. So I suppose they are a waste of talent. But I think that they are a team that brought a lot of hope to that nation as well. So I think they achieved something. Because I think that nation, which has, struggled to... What's their history, actually? I mean, in my mind, they struggled to get out of groups. They might qualify, but they struggled to get out of groups. Let's have a look at Belgium World Cup history. Let's have a look at Belgium World Cup history. Belgium at the World Cup. Here it is. So, they... A few group stages. Round of 16 in 1934 and 38. Lots of not qualifies. 58, 62, 66, 74, 78 did not qualify. So, best they achieved up until 1982 was getting out of the groups. But that was in 34 and 38, right? So, in 82, it was group stage. In 86, fourth place, in all fairness to them, right? Then, 90 and 94, they round of 16. 98, group stage. 2002, round of 16. 2006, did not qualify. 2010, did not qualify. Then they get this amazing group, yeah? So this amazing group of players kind of arrive around, say, 2012. And so they've been around for like 10 years or so. And you then have in 2014, they get to a quarterfinal, right? Then in 2018, they get third place. Now, 2022, you look at this and think, well, this has to be it, doesn't it? You know, a quarterfinal, then a third place finish. This has to be it. This has to be where they kick on. And we are now looking at them going out in the group. We're now looking at them going out in the group, not even getting to the round of 16, not even getting out of this group. We now are looking at them going home in the group stage. It is going to be so disappointing for them. Their best finish, and I have no idea how, but their best finish was 86 when they finished fourth. That's been their best finish up until the last World Cup when they finished third. And yeah, this was their time to kick on. So I think that they gave their country hope. I think that their country could go into World Cups, go into Euros thinking, is this going to be our time? So, you know, there's value in that. There's definitely value in that. Certainly when you look back in their history and, you know, in 06 and 2010, they didn't even qualify. And then you go back through the 90s and the 2002s and it's just group stages and round of 16s. So they gave their country hope. But definitely a missed opportunity. Definitely this is where they should have kicked on. Let's go Croatia, Belgium. Let's go stand-ins. Boom. Lavia from Saints. Looks like he's going to be an incredible CDM. He is a youngster for Belgium. Hamad said, I meant Doku. It corrected to documents, says Hamad. Easy99 is doing some research on the Moroccan team. Okay. Do you have scope for fantasy football changes? I'm thinking Volkrug for Germany might start tonight. Volkrug. Do you know what, actually? I don't even know if I've changed my team around for today. I think I have. I think I'm pretty much maxed out on my options. I think this week's team's a bit of a disaster for me. Don't forget, though, on Friday night, I think you have unlimited changes. I think there's unlimited changes on Friday night that you can make so that you can be set up for the knockout stages. Okay, Croatia and Belgium. That game coming up in 7 minutes' time. Kickoff in 7 minutes' time. The teams are coming out, and we're going to be getting the national anthems, of course. Is it catching up with Belgium? They know they have to produce. Yeah, it is now or never. I mean, it's a knockout game, this, for Belgium, against a very difficult Croatia side. But it's a knockout game that they know they can't even draw. Like, if you draw, there's no extra time. You are pretty much going out. Pretty much you're out. Unless Morocco lose by a good number of goals in the other game, a draw is not going to do anything for you here. Right, national anthems. Similar to us, our golden generation, get closer and closer. Just can't pull it off, said DB Mikey. Not two World Cups not qualifying is painful. Yeah, it is painful. Not qualifying, I agree, is the worst, man. It's the worst. My heart is broken because Mexico were eliminated from the World Cup, said Victor. They battled hard, man. They really battled hard. Yeah, that was dramatic, wasn't it? Super dramatic. I mean, Mexico are out, but they went out kicking and screaming. But to be honest, I think Mexico kind of came in with hope more than kind of realistic expectations. Like, some of Mexico's recent results have not been brilliant. So, yeah, it was one that I think that they were not sure whether they were going to get out of that group or not. And they ran it so close. I mean, at one point, the only thing separating them was yellow cards, which is absolutely amazing. Amazing. Thanks for the content, Rotem. Shout out to you. Dort Knight said, Sifo was a tremendous Belgian player. No, I don't know him. Doesn't ring a bell. Enzo Schifo. Schifo? Does not ring a bell. But, yeah, clearly they had some fantastic players. They managed to achieve a great result of finishing 4th. Similar to our golden generation. In Belgium, De Bruyne doesn't play as well as he does for Man City, said Voltage Rock. Daz said, what are the permutations? It's lovely words. Permutations, lovely words. So the permutations are that basically whatever team wins, with the exception of Canada, goes through. If Croatia win, they're through. If Belgium win, they're through. If Morocco win, they're through. So if it's Croatia and Morocco that win, those are the 2 teams that go through. Basically, Belgium need to win. Belgium need to win to go through. And then it would be either... well, if they win, then Croatia would be in trouble because Croatia would need Canada to win. And even then, honestly, it would be getting down to goal difference. So if Belgium and Canada win, then it would be Belgium that go through, and it would be down to goal difference as to who joins them out of Croatia and Morocco, because they would be level on points as they are right now. I might spell it wrong. I remember him putting him in my 94 World Cup fantasy team, said Dortmund. I want Croatia to win. Can we face them in the brackets? I want revenge for 20. We can, actually. We can. If they... Let's just bring up the bracket. The winner of Group F goes on to England's side. So we want the winner of this group to be Croatia if you want to play them. They then go onto England's side. And guess what? That would mean that we could then face Croatia in the semi-final, just like 4 years ago. Just like 4 years ago. It would mean that England would have to eliminate France and Senegal. It would also mean Croatia would have to get past the likes of Germany and Portugal. But it would be possible. It could be England, Croatia semi-final, as long as they finish top of their group. I want Canada to go out with a bang, said DB. Legend Killer, hello, hope you're well. Moldy, hello, hope you're well. Croatia needs to win. That's mental. Yeah, it would be that they go on to England's side if they pick up a victory. I mean, Croatia could draw, and that would guarantee that they're through. A draw here also guarantees that Croatia are through. The only problem is that if Morocco win, Croatia would be in second place then. And they would go over to the other side of the draw. I must admit, I don't know what I want, because I sort of think like Croatia could be a bit of a problem, They knocked England out 4 years ago. You can't put it past them doing it again. Tharuka, hello. Easy99 said, watch out for number 17 player in Morocco, Boufal. He plays very well against Belgium. Spencer said, let's go Canada. I want our first World Cup point. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Definitely Canada are going to want to go out with their heads held high. Going to want to go out with some more goals. And as you said, get your first World Cup point. All right, we're seeing lots of shots of Belgium fans. We're obviously going to be watching both games at the same time. I must admit my attention will be a little more on Croatia-Belgium, because those are the 2 sides that were expected to come out of this group. And it feels like there's a good chance we could be losing one of them. And here we are underway. Shot. Oh, just wide by Croatia. Damn. 10 seconds. That's amazing. He wallops that and it only just goes wide. It's a couple of foot wide. Yeah, lovely ball by Modric. And within the first 10 seconds, we get a shot on target. Boom. Right, we are up and running. Today's games have begun. Ball going over to that left-hand side. Down the line. Croatia. I mean, if Croatia score, that means that Belgium know they need to. A draw is no good to Belgium. Here come Croatia in the penalty area. Pulling the ball into the centre. Taking his time on the ball. Gets it out to the right-hand side. It's whipped in the middle, but cleared by Belgium. It's up in the air. Ball bouncing around. Goes out of play. It's a frantic start. Frantic start here by Croatia. So, going to be a throw-in to Croatia. Deep in the Belgium half. Ball being thrown in. Finds its way into the middle. Makes its way back out. Down the line. Lovely little turn, but bounces off his legs. Nice little triangle pass by Belgium, but it's been won back by Croatia. Pulling it back, but there's plenty of Belgium shirts there. Belgium are right up against it. Right up against it. Belgium are just trying to get this ball out from their own third at the moment. We're only 2 minutes into this game. This is mental. The pressure that's being applied. Lovely little work. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful work. Driving forward. Carrasco, I believe, was that. Here's De Bruyne. Ball being played out of that Croatian defence. So you cannot take your eyes off it at the moment. Ball going all the way back to the keeper. He's knocking the ball forward into his defence. So Belgium looking to build. Game settling down after a real frantic start. Right, we're in. Tintin is the best Belgium, period, said Rotem. Some said if Belgium lose, they are out. Voltage Rock said, who is the faster team in the World Cup? What, the fastest team? I wonder if that's been measured somewhere. That's a fun question. Fastest World Cup team 2022. Fastest goals. I wondered if they'd have measured like the average speed of the players and then like worked out the fastest team, but they haven't. I mean, Thingy was quick. Canada are quick. Canada are very, very fast when they break. Don't know if they would be the quickest, though. Alphonso Davies scored the fastest goal of this World Cup so far. But overall, the fastest World Cup goal was scored by Turkey's Hakan Suka. I love him as well, by the way. Love Hakan Suka. Such a fantastic striker. Netted after just 11 seconds in 2002 against South Korea. Of course he did, because South Korea suck. So Hakan Suka scored against South Korea in 11 seconds. Fastest World Cup goal ever scored. Belgium have got the ball over on the right-hand side. It's into the middle, but nicely cut out there by Croatia. Don't forget, Croatia cannot afford to lose this. If Croatia lose this and Morocco win, then Croatia would be out. So, as things stand, has there been a goal in the other game? Morocco goal. Yeah, they just showed the table and it showed Morocco had gone top. Okay, let's keep an eye on this other game then. So it is a goal for Morocco. Ball going down the line. Canada trying to knock it back. That was really bad. Keeper. Oh, it's a whole mess. Oh, it's a right mess by Canada. It's a right mess. Their defender plays the ball back to the keeper. The keeper has to come out to get to it because the ball is too short. It's not going to reach him. He has to come out. The keeper kicks it, goes straight to a Moroccan player who just dinks it into the empty net. The keeper is so far out that it just gets dinked into the empty net. That's a really, really... My Canadian friends, close your ears for a second. That is a really poor goal to concede. That is a real poor goal to concede. So it comes down to the defender. He absolutely hashes it. Then the keeper hashes it. And then the Moroccan player just dinks it in. It's one of the craziest goals that you'll ever see get conceded. Oof. Oof. 2 mistakes in a row there by the Canadian players. There's nothing that he can do there as it gets knocked over his head and put straight into the goal. Now, that has big repercussions for the group as well. That has big repercussions for the group. That now means that Morocco are going through in first place. Who would have thought that was going to be the table? Belgium are going out as things stand. Morocco are going through in first place. Croatia in second place. This means that Croatia are going over to the USA side of the draw. Morocco are going over to the England side. That was poor, said Mr. Fritz. It will get Morocco versus Spain kind of derby. Let's just have a look, see what that does do for the bracket. So right now, Canada are obviously out. Morocco are going through in first place. Group F, they will play the runners-up of E. That group is later today. Runners-up of E could be Germany. We could be looking at Germany against Morocco. We might even be looking at Spain, Morocco, but I think Spain will probably go through as winners. So I think Spain are going to go through over to the left-hand side. Group F winners at the moment would be Morocco. They would play the runners-up of E, which could be Germany. So we could get Germany, Morocco on England's side of the bracket. Obviously, we've got lots of twists and turns to come, though. We're only 8 minutes in. So a goal already. Morocco leading 1-0. Massive for Morocco and massive for these two teams, because what that means is that Morocco are currently going through, let alone in first place, but they are currently going through. If Morocco win, they are going through. Yellow card being shown. Yellow card to a Canadian player as a Moroccan player is down. It's Junior Hoylett that gets yellow carded for Canada. It's looking really good for Morocco, this. We're seeing them getting plenty of the ball. Seeing like wave after wave of attack for them. Belgium are on the ball. They've got it in the middle of the park at the moment. That's just being passed around. Belgium trying to go down that left-hand side. Don't forget, whoever wins this game will go through with Morocco. Ball is up in the air, headed back to that Croatian defense. Trying to bring the ball down and turn. There's a foul apparently in there. What the hell is he dressed as? Are they French fries? I think someone was dressed as French fries in the crowds. Right, here's Belgium. Ball being played in the middle. No joy for them. Plenty. I mean, like, the whole team is back for Croatia. Lovely long ball. Headed up in the air. And straight into the hands of the keeper. Right, over in the other game, we've got a free kick. We have got Morocco standing over the ball. Free kick taken. Bounces off the wall. Goes behind. It's going to be a corner. So it's going to be a corner for Morocco. Morocco, nice little free kick there. And if they'd have got that on target, that could have been interesting. Actually, Brazil, Morocco are the only teams not to concede at this World Cup, says Easy99. Did you see that WPW Insider is reporting Regal is WWE bound very soon? I didn't. That's interesting. Be good to have Regal going back. I think Regal in that GM role was brilliant. I must admit, I don't think him being a manager is quite as good, but I think him being a general manager is brilliant. Belgium have got the ball in the area. Shot blocked. Lovely. Lovely work. So that ball was played along the penalty area. Got to, I think, was it Carrasco? And he took a shot and it was blocked by a Croatian defender. Yeah, look at that. Comes all the way to the back post. Takes the shot. Courtois was there as well. Tries to make himself big. Boom. Right, it's going to be a corner. Corner to Belgium. Belgium are putting the pressure on at the moment. Ball being played in. It's on the edge of the area. Headed clear by Croatia. Belgium knocking it all the way back to their keeper. Oh, it wouldn't have been Courtois, would it? It would have been... actually, I don't know the Croatian keeper. Is Livakovic. Right, we've got another free kick to Morocco. They're going to look to play the ball in. Whipping it in, and Canada get it cleared. So Canada getting the ball cleared. They're under the cosh. Morocco are looking more and more likely to get a second. In this game, Belgium have just been applying the pressure, but right now the ball is in the middle of the park. Goes over to the left-hand side. Here come Croatia driving forwards into... Man, I feel like I've been watching this for a little while already. We're into the 13th minute. There's already been like a goal, and there's just been so much going on in the two games. But we're only into the 13th minute. Nice ball being played over to that right-hand side. It's brought down by Croatia. Played into the middle, headed clear by Belgium. Edge of the area. Belgium looking to break. Belgium looking to counter. Pace. Lovely work. Driving forward. Ball is released. Side-footed, and it is a real waste. It is a real waste. So that ball was played into Mertens. He side-foots it, and it goes high and wide. It's a lovely run. It's a lovely ball by De Bruyne. And honestly, Mertens needed to just get his laces behind that. He side-foots it. It's a horrible finish. Horrible. Tell you what, though, Belgium are still applauding it. It's going to be... you feel like this is a real phase for them. I think they're going to get punished if they don't get a goal from it. I think there's definitely a goal in this for Croatia. But we're seeing some nice counter-attacking by Belgium. Over in the other game, Morocco have got the ball. They've got it in their defence at the moment. They're just passing it around. Goes all the way back to the keeper. So the keeper playing it across to the defender. Goes over to that right-hand side. Down the line. Nice little turn into the middle. Goes all the way through. Played forwards. Down the... No joy. Come on, Croatia, said Legend Killer. Tharuka said there was a power cut in our area for 45 minutes. Ugh. Can Croatia and Belgium go through? All shot. What, have we got a penalty? Penalty for Croatia. Wow. Penalty for Croatia. Carrasco. Oh my God, Belgium. So it was a free kick to Croatia. So it doesn't look that bad to me. Oh, there it is. There it is. So he goes for the ball, is late. His studs go into the ankle. I was looking at the first incident. That didn't look bad, but then you see the Carrasco incident. It's going to be Luka Modric that's going to have this penalty. Referee coming over to speak to Courtois. Courtois, one of the great goalkeepers. Modric against Courtois. This is fascinating. Penalty for Modric. Luka Modric, Courtois. They are teammates. Here come Canada as well. Ball being played to the back post. Oh, no joy. Here we go. Look at this. We've got camera phones out. Modric or Courtois. Penalty. There's a check for the penalty at the moment. VAR are just checking the penalty. So they're just checking the penalty. Oh, is there an offside? They're saying that there might be an offside in there. He's gone to the monitor. Oh, he's been told to go to the monitor. So, they're having a look. Is there an offside when the ball is played in? If there is an offside first, then anything that happens after is irrelevant because the player was offside at first. So they're looking to see if there's an offside first. Yeah, it is true. Why is this not just automatic? Why does the ref have to look at this? VAR, like the offside rule, it should be that he's offside. I mean, they've got the technology to know if he's offside or not. If he's offside, then no penalty is going to follow. Right, referee's going to come back. He's looked. No penalty now. Jeez. No penalty. Oh my God, the French fries is furious. Look how angry the French fries is. The French fries is like... Yeah, man, the French fries... I've never seen an angry French fries before. He is livid. He is livid. That's what football gives you. That's what football gives you. That's what the World Cup gives you. Angry French fries. Oh my God, love it. We're only 18 minutes in. I've already seen more than I expected to see today. Wonderful. Wonderful. So, was a penalty. Now it's not a penalty. The French fries is fuming. Back post. Here's Croatia. Belgium trying to defend. And they get it clear. Raku said, already so much drama. Michael said, I will let people who watch the soccer determine if that was offside or not. They are reviewing. No penalty. That was offside. This is just time wasting. Michael said that was very close. Okay, so we have got Croatia playing the ball down the line. Down that right-hand side into the middle. Cleared by Belgium. Needed to clear it as well. There was a Croatian player behind. Trossard. Belgium looking to come forward. Ball given away, though, to Croatia. Croatia passing it around. Dinked over to that right-hand side. Knocking it down the line. Trying to pass it back, but it bounces out by Belgium. Oh, tell you what, so fun. So fun. The score remains 0-0. So they're just having a look and they're saying... Is he offside? I mean, they just showed the graphic. Jeez. I thought angry French fries were fries doused in hot sauce. Yeah. I mean, maybe he is upset because he hasn't been doused in hot sauce. Perhaps that's how he was going to celebrate. If Croatia had scored, perhaps he was going to do that. Shake a bottle on himself. Who knows how this night is going to unfold for the French fries. I certainly hope we keep going back to him, though. Right, here's Modric. Ball being played into the centre by Croatia. We've had 21 minutes gone so far. Ball is over on that left-hand side. Here come Croatia driving forwards. Belgium having to do some defending. It comes to the back post. I would love to have seen him hit that on the volley then. Love to have seen him just rifle that. Ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for Morocco. Goes down the line, bouncing around. Morocco trying to win that. They do, but the referee gives a free kick to Canada. It's going to be a long throw here for Croatia. Long throw into the area, headed up in the air. No joy. Comes to Belgian players. Belgium battling away. Croatia trying to close down. Ball comes into Witsel. Now it comes over to the left-hand sides. Again into Witsel. Back to the defence for Belgium. Belgium have got the ball in their own half, and this game just settling back down again after the drama of the penalty instant that never was. The penalty that never was. But penalty given, but there was an offside in the build. I wonder how many penalties in the history of football have been given when there has been an offside in the build. I bet there's been thousands. But obviously with VAR now, everything gets looked at. Everything gets checked. And you can't have a penalty if you were offside before you got to the penalty incident. I thought Canada would be beating Morocco, said Sonny. Morocco have shown themselves to be a really good side. And they obviously are battling to go through. Morocco know if they win, they are through. They will be through to the next round. So, I mean, look, Canada are a good team, but they know they're already going home. They're playing for pride, and I think playing for pride is a little different to playing to get through. And that's exactly what Morocco are doing. Plus, the goal you gave away was atrocious. Here come Morocco again into the middle, but cleared by Canada. It's 2-0 now. Oh, second goal for Morocco. That means that we are really now looking at either Belgium or Croatia going home. One of these teams look like they're going home because it looks like Morocco are going through. 2-0. This is massive. Massive. One of these sides looks like they're going to go home. Don't forget, if Belgium score, it is Croatia that go home. If Belgium score, it would be Croatia that go home. If Croatia score, it's Belgium that go home. And at the moment, it's Belgium that are going home as well. It's Belgium and Canada not getting out of this group. Here's Morocco bursting forward. It's a lovely finish, you know. It's a lovely finish by Morocco. It's a lovely finish. Oh, I bet they're going crazy in Morocco. Bet they're going absolutely crazy. Brilliant. So, Croatia, who do Croatia play if they finish second? Let's have a look at the bracket. So, if this finishes that Croatia, runners-up of F, play winners of E, winners of E could be Spain. It could be Spain-Croatia, you know. Could be Spain versus Croatia. That could be tasty. At the moment, it looks like we're getting Spain-Croatia. And it looks like we might be getting Germany, Morocco, Spain, Croatia, Germany, Morocco. All of this is playing out at the bottom part of the draw. Top part is already done. We know how that looks. Here come Croatia. Croatia playing the ball down. That's left-hand side. Cutting in the middle. Tell you what, goal for Croatia here would be massive because that would then mean that Belgium need 2. Belgium would have to get 2. So a goal for Croatia would be massive. A goal for Belgium would be big, but Croatia would still only need to equalise. But Belgium have to win. Belgium have to win. Days, the French fries is a Belgium fan. Oh, is he? He looked angry. Was he angry when the penalty was given then? I don't know if I thought he was angry when the penalty was took away. Let's go back to the French fries. We need regular French fries updates. That's what we need. Seeing some Croatian fans. If you're not dressed like a food stuff, then I'm not interested. I think I can see him, you know. I think it's just right behind the goal. Right, here we go. Ball being whipped in by Croatia. Headed clear. It's being chased after by a Croatian player. Goes back to the middle of the park. Played forwards. Picked up by Modric. Croatia or Belgium going home who would have thought, said DB. Come on, Croatia, said Legend Killer. Right, do you think Belgium get through? Let's get rid of this. We don't really need it on screen anymore. Wow. Wow. Do you think Belgium qualify? 51% of people said yes. 49% said no. Do you think Belgium go through? 51% say yes. 49% say no. Again, don't forget. Oh, it's a hell of a tackle there. Is that outside the box? Where are we? So, Moroccan player running. Oh, that's the goal. Yeah, let's end that poll. I'm just keeping an eye on what's happening here in Morocco and Canada. They're just showing replays of that second goal. It's a lovely finish. Lovely finish. You could make the argument the keeper should do better there, though. He gets beaten at his near post. Croatia on the ball. Soro, we're back up. Yellow card for the Canadian player. Canada have picked up a couple of yellows in this game. Yeah, really not much for Canadian fans to cheer at this World Cup. It's been a very disappointing performance from their side. Modric just, I think, Eddie strayed offside there. Morocco, Canada might as well be over, said Hamad. Wonderful, isn't it? I'd love to see a third for Morocco, just to get it sealed, signed, sealed, and delivered. But that's a fantastic result because that means that a big team is going to go. I mean, when you looked at this group, I don't think there was many people that would have gone with anything other than Croatia and Belgium. As we said, they finished second and third at the last World Cup. So, you know, these are two big teams. Make no mistake about that. And one of them is going home at the moment. Will it be the team that finished runners-up, the team that lost the final 4 years ago, Croatia? Or is it going to be the team that finished third, Belgium? At the moment, it is Belgium that are going home. And we're into the 30th minute. Ball played into that Belgium defence, goes back to Courtois. Poor Canada, said Sonny. Are you with Croatia or Belgium? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have any feelings really towards either nation. The only thing I would say is Belgium make lovely chocolate. They're known for that. I respect them for that. Don't really know what Croatia make. I don't know. I really don't know. Again, I always think what's better for England, and I don't know. Would I rather Croatia go out? Is that better for England? Or would I rather Belgium go out? Is that better for England? To be honest, I don't need to worry about it until we get to a semi-final. Until we get to the semi-final stage, I don't need to worry about it. I think part of me would like to see Croatia go, just because they knocked us out before. So part of me thinks, well, it'd be good to get rid of Croatia. But then that means that Belgium stay in the tournament, and they do have some good players. And we keep saying it's now or never for them. And what if they wake up and, like, you know what I mean, click into gear, and then all of a sudden they become a problem? So, don't know. I just think get rid of one. Get rid of one. One will stay. One will go. It's one problem that's gone. But I suppose in a way, I just want Morocco to win, because that means they're definitely through. And that means that we definitely lose one of them teams. Ball being played forward. Next goal would be the 100th goal of the tournament, says Rotem. What if it's a tie? Well, at the moment, you can see the table. That is a live table. That is live. So that is exactly how the table looks right now. Morocco going through. Then it's Croatia. Then it's Belgium. Then it's Canada. So right now, if everything stays the same, it's Morocco and Croatia that go through. Morocco will definitely be winning, said DB. Can Germany be eliminated? Yes, very realistically. If they have to win. Germany have to win. That's our game later on. In fact, we can bring that up on screen now. There's the stand-ins for the Germany group. So you can see that Germany are on 1 point. A draw only puts them on 2 points. Shot blocked. So yeah, a draw would only put them onto 2 points. They can't go through with a draw. They have to win today. So if Costa Rica can just make sure Germany don't win, they are gone. If Costa Rica can just keep that game a draw, Germany are gone. I don't know they're going to be able to do that, though. I mean, this is going to be a German side that are going to be going at Costa Rica. They're going to have chances. Musiala's looked brilliant in the first 2 games. Costa Rica are definitely beatable. They did so well, though, Costa Rica, to get a result against Japan. Can they just hold Germany? I don't think they can. I think Germany win the game. And if they win the game, they're going to go through, aren't they? Because Spain are probably winning. Unless Japan beats Spain. Can Japan beat Spain? I don't see it happening. And to be perfectly honest, from an England point of view, I want Spain to top this group. I want Spain to top this group because I want them to go on the other side of the draw. I do not want Spain on England's side of the draw. So I absolutely want Spain to top that group from an England perspective. James, hello. Hope you are well. DB said, as an England fan, I want Germany gone. Yeah, the ideal result for England would be Spain to win and for Costa Rica to get a draw. Because if that happens, it's Japan and Spain that go through, I believe. I think I'm right in saying that. If it's a draw for Costa Rica, let's have a look. Am I right? No, I'm wrong. It would be Costa Rica and Spain that go through. If Costa Rica draw, they get a point. If Spain win, Japan would stay on 3. It would be Spain and Costa Rica that go through if Costa Rica can get a draw. If Costa Rica can get a draw, then they would go through as long as Spain win. And that would be brilliant for England because Costa Rica would go on England's side of the draw and Spain would go over to the other side of the draw. Do not want Spain finishing second. Do not want Spain to finish second and go on to England's side of the draw because that means then England will likely have to play Spain in the semi-final if we get past France. That would be a horrible run. To have to do Senegal, France, Spain, Brazil. That's a horrible run. Already it looks like it's going to be Senegal, France, Portugal, or Germany, or Croatia, and then Brazil. I mean, that's horrible. It's just a horrible World Cup. We're seeing Moroccan fans celebrating. I've said before, whoever wins this World Cup, they're going to deserve it. Neither way is easy. Hakimi has been a revelation in the fantasy team. There's an argument he's the best right back in the world. Morocco are so solid. Ball in the middle of the park. Gets passed back. Lovely work here by Belgium. Belgium coming forwards. Oh, lovely tackle there by Croatia. Look at the Moroccan fans, man. Moroccan fans are just bouncing up and down. Wild celebrations by the Moroccan fans. They know that they have got at least 1 foot into the next round. Ball coming over to the left-hand side. It's being chased by Croatia. It's kept in play. Right, let's get standings back on screen. Belgium looks so flat, said DB. Voltage said Croatia, Belgium, it's a bit boring. There's no shots on target. Yeah, since the penalty incident, it has settled down. We're into the 36th minute. Belgium have got the ball. It's up in the air. Comes into the middle of the park, and there's a Croatian player putting a bit of pressure on. This is being chased by a Belgian player. That gets knocked back. Lovely little pass into the middle of the park. Croatia coming forwards. Ball gets knocked backwards into the middle. Gets knocked to the sides. Croatia just passing it around. Here's Croatia. They knock it over. Now it goes back. So this just being passed around by Croatia at the moment. They're quite happy with the draw, but they won't be playing for the draw, of course. They want to top this group. But if they get through, I think they'd be happy with that. The only problem you've got is that if you do finish second in this group, I think I'm right in saying that you do go over to the more difficult side where you've got the likes of potentially Brazil and Spain. It's going to be a throw-in to Canada. It is scrappy. The game has gone scrappy. Costa Rica can progress after being smashed 7-0 in the first game. That is crazy, says Rotem. It's crazy. Let's go Morocco, said Zakaria. Leeds 2022, hello, hope you're well. Daniel's Life, hello. Jellyhead, hello. Canada are trying to get on the end of the ball as Morocco pump it forward. Canada are really putting some pressure on at the moment. Really putting some pressure on as ball goes out of play. So not everything going Morocco's way, but they do have those 2 goals. As things stand at the moment, Morocco are going to be winning this group. Which is crazy. That is crazy. A group that features Belgium and Croatia looks like it's going to be won by Morocco. I know you can't use like FIFA rankings for much, but Belgium are the 2nd ranked team in the world. Croatia are the 12th ranked team in the world. Morocco are the 22nd ranked team in the world. The 22nd ranked team. Canada are the 41st. As I said, I know that they're, pretty close to useless, but either way, like, it's really interesting to think that the 22nd ranked team in the world is about to win this group. or on their way to winning this group. We did just see some Belgium substitutions warming up. Belgium, no, they have to win this game. Canada have scored. Canada have scored. Canada get a goal. Canada goal. Right, we're just seeing Morocco. They're actually in. How do they concede from here? They're in Canada's penalty area. So they're tackle. Ball going down the line. One back there by Morocco. Morocco have got it in the middle of the park. How do they concede from here? All the Canadian players are back. There's no one in Morocco's half. Morocco play the ball over to the right-hand side. It gets brought down. They're driving forwards. There's a quick free kick offside. Belgium. Oh, close for Belgium. Okay, so there's a free kick. Here come Canada. Plenty of Moroccan players back. There's a player completely open at the back post. Oh, and it just squirms its way in. That ball isn't played to the back post. It's scored by Canada. There's no celebrating by Canada. They just grab the ball, run it back to the centre. Don't you ruin this, Canada. Don't you dare ruin this. We're all super excited about the idea of Croatia or Belgium getting eliminated. Don't you dare come back and eliminate Morocco. I tell you what, it's a bit of a comedy of errors, that is. The shot comes in, it gets deflected off the defender. The keeper then has to try and get down and reach it. He gets beaten at his near post. He gets a bit of a hand to it, but still can't stop it going in. And it just squirms its way into the bottom corner. It's a bit of a weird goal to concede, that one. It's an own goal, I think. I don't even know if you can class that as a goal for a Canadian player. That wasn't going in unless the defender got his foot on it. Canada have got a corner. It's an own goal. Yeah, it comes off the defender, and it wouldn't have gone in if they hadn't have put their foot, like stuck their foot out, and it bounced off their foot. Right, here we go. Going to whip the ball in. Canada. From a corner. There's a lot of standing around. Still 0-0. Throw into Croatia. Ball is in and punch clear by the Moroccan keeper. If this is a draw, what happens? If this is a draw, then Morocco are still going through. Morocco is still going through, but they would go through in second place. Belgium are still going out. A draw is no good for Belgium. Belgium have to win. So if Canada score again, Morocco is still going through, but they're going through in second place. Ball into the middle of the park. I think I would like to get rid of De Bruyne. De Bruyne is a real problem. But then I'd like to get rid of Modric. He's a real problem as well. Canada are looking for another goal, said Zakaria. Lukaku equals Stormzy. He does look very similar, doesn't he? Perfect revenge by Canada is to mess up the whole game. Well, Canada will give the world a real present if you allow Morocco through, because that would be unexpected and not lovely for Morocco, and it would also eliminate a pretty big nation. So, you know, you can do the world a solid. You really can by allowing Morocco to beat you. Shot there by Croatia, and not very good. Not very good. Millennial, shout out to you. Dragon Slayer said that is the first own goal this World Cup. Interesting. Okay, we've got 4 minutes. 4 minutes added on time of this first half. 4 minutes. Yeah, that's interesting. First own goal of this World Cup. That's crazy. Leeds 2022. I'm good, thank you. Yeah, just enjoying the drama. We're watching this Croatia-Belgium game. It's been pretty flat, to be honest, but there's been a few incidents, and it's been 0-0. It's the other game that's got all the goals. 3 goals in that other game. And as things stand, it would be Morocco and Croatia that make their way through. Or going down like that. And actually, this would be perfect. This would be perfect for England if it stays like this. This would be perfect because Morocco go on England's side, I believe. Croatia go on the other side. If we have to play Croatia, it won't be until the final. And even then, they'd have to be knocking out Brazil and Spain and those kind of countries. So Belgium would be gone. Croatia would be on the other side of the draw. I'll take this all day long. End it now. Oh, this is as good as it gets for England. Ball is in the middle of the park, being played forwards, bouncing out. Canada are getting stuck in with syrup, said Dragon Slayer. This cup has been full of drama, says Paul. Trini said some of the teams have been disappointing this World Cup. Germany, Belgium, Argentina. Meanwhile, Japan, Morocco, and Saudis have thrived. I wonder if there's something to be said about the temperature or something. I wonder if it's got something to do with where this World Cup's being played. Ball coming over to that left-hand side here. We've got Belgium driving forward with Carrasco, but no joy. Falls to a Croatian player. They're going to look to bring it out. Looked like they were going to go down the line. They do go down the line. Bouncing around. De Bruyne wins the ball. Into the middle. Croatia intercepts it. Playing it forwards. Here come Croatia. Trying to drive forward. There's a foul there, though. 5 added minutes in the Canada-Morocco game. 3-1 Morocco, but it's offside, says Richards. Well, still 2-1 in that game then, but little bit of extra drama just watching that right now. Ball on the right-hand side gets played into the middle. Nice tackle there by Canada. That's not a great tackle by Canada. That's going to be a free kick. Referee coming over. Wondered if that was a yellow. It is a yellow. I tell you what, Canada, you've picked up a fair few yellows in this game. You need to be careful. You need to be careful. That's another yellow for Canada. I feel like that's 3 at least in this game. Here's Croatia. Ball being played into the middle. Comes over to the right-hand side. Dink forward. Edge of the penalty area. Into the centre. Oh, no one there for Croatia. Tried to play the ball back in. It does come in. Cleared by Belgium. Shot! Wide. Right, so there's the Moroccan goal. The player runs away celebrating, and he goes on his knees, and he looks into the heavens, makes a massive deal out of it, screams to the fans, and now he finds out it's offside. Yeah! Lol. The rest of his team wander off, leaving him on his own to celebrate. Is it offside? Oh, it's the second phase, is it? Oof. Yeah, to be honest, the offside there is cruel. Yeah, that was funny, though. So he scores. He's onside. There is a player offside, but he doesn't touch the ball. But they're saying that he might have been in the eye line. Don't know. Hard to see from that camera angle. But either way, like the player runs off, got his hands in the air, slides on his knees, goes full on FIFA celebration to the crowd. No one's joined him. He's completely on his own. And then when he turns around, flag up. And you can see on his face he's crestfallen. Those are the magical moments that I live for in this World Cup. Those moments where we get angry French fries, heartbreaking realization that your World Cup goal that you thought you scored had been taken away from you. Those are the moments that I live for. Throwing down the line, it's kept in by Canada. Bouncing around. We are into the final moments of the added on time here. I'm watching Canada, Morocco, Belgium, Croatia. Were making me sleepy, said Trini. Canada hasn't even scored one. It was Morocco that did that, says Avocado. They're making it really interesting for themselves. They're making it really interesting. Morocco are doing everything they can to make this a competitive game. They're doing everything they can. I am also here for the heartbreak, says Rayyan. Gregor, Ballyho, hope you are well. Canada are playing dirty, says Daniel. They have picked up a fair few yellow cards in this game. It is true. Now, there we go. End of the half. End of the half between Canada and Morocco. Very entertaining. Very entertaining. You can't say that that's not an entertaining half of football. 3 goals. Almost 4 goals. Yeah, and it was obviously ruled out. Some good battling performances in there. Plenty of yellow cards. It is 2-1 to Morocco at the moment. A 0-0 in this one. They're just looking at the penalty incident in the Croatia-Belgium game. As things stand, let me just have a look and make sure that I am correct in saying this. But as things stand, the winner of Group F, which is Morocco at the moment, they go to the right-hand side. And the runners-up go to the left-hand side. So right now, Morocco are going on to England's side of the draw. And that means that Croatia are going to go over to the left-hand side. So it looks like it looks like at the moment we are getting Spain versus Croatia. Spain versus Croatia, which will be a really interesting game. A really interesting game. And we might be getting Morocco, Germany, which would also be a very interesting game. So actually, the way things are shaping up are looking like really, really interesting. Really interesting. But I would love for Croatia to go over to that left-hand side. So I am totally down for this ending this way. I am totally down for Morocco going through in first place. I'm totally down for Croatia going through in second place, going over to play Spain on the other side of the draw. Totally down for Belgium going home. Like, I'm loving this. I've just got a feeling that it's not going to end this way. I've totally got a feeling that something's going to happen in this game and some team is going to score. And it's going to ruin everything. Everything is going to be ruined. If you are an owner of a club, what 3 players do you want to sign as that new owner, says Easy99. I mean, I feel like it depends what club you're at because it depends what you need. Do you know what I mean? You might need like a wing back, a centre back, a midfielder. You might have an amazing attack. Or you might need like a couple of attackers. So without knowing what the club needs, don't know. If you're just starting from scratch, then I feel like you probably want a world-class striker. You probably want a creative midfielder or a box-to-box midfielder. Someone that can like do some defending, but also get forward in attack. You know, someone like Bellingham, for example, that's good. Young, good in both boxes. Probably looking at someone along those lines. Up front, it's hard to not say Haaland, isn't it? He's going to be able to smash goals in for you. So I'd be looking at someone like Bellingham. I'd be looking at someone like Haaland. And then in defence, I don't know, who are the great defenders in the world? I mean, like, I always think of, like, Virgil van Dijk, but he's just not been on it as much this season. And Ruben Diaz is a great defender, but I don't think he really stands up to some of the greats of the past. So, like, you look at that, Koulibaly is pretty decent. I really like Rudiger. I do really like Rudiger, actually. I might go Rudiger. I'm a big fan of Rudiger. So I might go Rudiger, Bellingham, Haaland, and have a strong spine. You might also want, like, a world-class goalkeeper as well, of course. But I feel like if you've got, like, you know, a general in defence, someone decent in midfield, maybe you go De Bruyne, of course. Maybe you go Valverde. But I think if you've got a good spine, then I think that's you're in a good place. Morocco, Croatia, thoughts? Morocco, Croatia. Yep, they're the two teams going through. Over the moon as an England fan. Belgium going home. Lovely. Croatia going through, but going through to the tricky side of the draw where it looks like Spain and Brazil might be. Lovely. Morocco coming over to England's side of the draw. Lovely. Sign me up. Put me down for this all day, twice on a Sunday. So loving it at the moment. Asib said, PW Insider are reporting that William Regal is more than likely to be WWE bound. Are they trustworthy? PW Insider, I would say, are a decent source, but it depend where they've got it from. Because sometimes they report things themselves, but sometimes they just pick up on stories from other people. So, again, you know, without reading the actual article, I genuinely don't know where it's come from. But I think if they're picking up on it, then you can put a bit of stock into it, yes. If I'm signing a player, I would go Haaland, De Jong, and Martinez. Martinez is, yeah, brilliant. Really pleased with him. De Jong is... I don't know where United are with De Jong. I don't know. I don't know if he's open to moving now or if he's getting game time at Barcelona. But I know that he's someone that I think we would still be interested in at United. I'm super interested to see who we're going to be signing in January. I really hope there's going to be some real investment because it feels like United are sort of there or thereabouts. But if you could just bring in a couple of players... like it really could make a big difference to United's season. And Gakpo apparently is one that's looking pretty good. So, you know, could we get De Jong? Would De Jong be open to moving now? I genuinely don't know. He might be playing now for Barcelona. Which confederation has surprised? Said Smitster. What confederation has surprised? I don't know that any have they? I mean, we've had upsets. Would you say Asia? Would you say Asia? I'm thinking Japan beating Germany. So, if you look at AFC, you've got Australia that have qualified. You've got Japan that beat Germany. You've got Saudi Arabia that beat Argentina. Like, I feel like AFC might be the ones that surprised. I don't think Europe's ever going to surprise you. You know, Europe have got just powerhouses. CONMEBOL with Argentina, Brazil, Ecuador, Uruguay. Is there any surprises there? I don't think so. CONCACAF, Canada, out. Costa Rica, struggling. Mexico, out. United States, they get through. I don't think there's any surprises there. CAF with Cameroon, Ghana, Morocco, Senegal, Tunisia. I don't think there's any surprises there. I mean, Morocco going through would be a surprise. Maybe if Ghana go through, that would be a surprise as well, of course. Senegal, I think, we're expected to go through. I think we might know by the end of today if Morocco and Ghana go through, then I would say CAF have surprised, because I don't think anyone expected Ghana and Morocco to go through. If not, then I think AFC, because I don't think anyone expected Australia to go through, and Japan also stand a chance of going through. So at the moment, I'll say AFC, but it really could be CAF. It could be CAF. So no one qualified from OFC. OFC is New Zealand, Solomon Islands, New Caledonia, Tahiti, Fiji, Papua New Guinea, Cook Islands. There were 4 teams that withdrew before playing as well. I'm guessing, did they withdraw because of COVID? Vanuatu, American Samoa, and Tonga all withdrew before even playing, so they didn't participate, unfortunately. But New Zealand, Solomon Islands, New Caledonia, Tahiti, Fiji, Papua New Guinea, and Cook Islands, they all played. That's interesting. Cook Islands are not rated, not ranked, you know. Cook Islands are not ranked. Why are they not ranked? Why would they not be ranked by FIFA? Cook Islands is a men's team that represents the Cook Islands and have done since 1971. They are governed by Cook Island Football Association, which is part of Oceania and FIFA. The nation has participated in 7 FIFA World Cup qualifying attempts. They have qualified for the OFC Nations Cup, with both appearances seeing no wins. So they've never made it to the World Cup, but they have tried to get there 7 times. But it said that they're not ranked. I don't really understand why. Their World Cup record is that they withdrew in 2022. They did not qualify between 98, 2002, 2006, 2010, 2014, and 2018. And then before that, they didn't enter. It would be cool to see the Cook Islands make it. I wonder if they'll ever make it. I wonder if they'll ever manage to make it to a World Cup. Their biggest defeat, oh my God. The Cook Islands, do you know what their biggest defeat was in 1971? They lost to Tahiti 30-0. 30-0. They lost in 1971 to Tahiti. 30-0. What is the biggest... I'm just going off on one now, but this is some interesting. It's the biggest international loss in football. What is the biggest international loss? Adema against Le Emren was a football match played in 2002 against 2 teams in Madagascar, and Adema won 149-0. But I feel like that is I don't know. I always have question marks around those. I always wonder if those types of matches happen just so that they can get into the Guinness records or something. This one, so apparently Australia 31, American Samoa 0. That was a 2002 World Cup qualifying match, and that is the record. That is the record, 31-0. Australia 31, American Samoa 0. Wow. It's the largest victory in an international football match. Archie Thompson also broke the record for most goals scored by a player in an international match by scoring 13. 13 goals by Archie Thompson. Prolific. Oh, you know Archie. Prolific, mate. Killer. Yeah, that's amazing. I didn't know that. 31-0 is the biggest. Right, we are back underway in the second half, and it is Lukaku has come on. Trini said 31-0. I'd have withdrawn based on that. Easy99 said 36-0 against American Samoa. 31 is what I've just seen. Was that a friendly? International. Australia. Have a look. 31-0 is the one that keeps coming back for me. Six now, Australia. Just keeps coming back with the 31 now. Right, we are underway. I remember Australia winning that 31-0 and one player scoring 13, said Dortnight. Melissa said the Cook Islands haven't played a match in 4 years, so FIFA withdrew their rankings. Prior to that, they were ranked 190th in the world. That's really interesting. Melissa Rose, thank you. That's really interesting. So because they haven't played in 4 years, their ranking was withdrawn. Ooh, that's really interesting. Kind of fun, isn't it? Like, what happens down there at that end of the rankings. We're always looking at, like, the top 10, top 20. But, like, never look at, 180 to 200 or whatever. Like, some of the stories and the journeys of those players must be absolutely fascinating. Shot coming in. There's my town that I grew up in. It's not a very big town. Oh, Lukaku heads it towards the Croatian keeper. He gets his hands on it. So, yeah, I grew up in Stourbridge, which on Wikipedia apparently lists that it has 60,000 people. That's it. 60,000 people in the town. It feels like a big town, though. It doesn't feel small. I mean, 60,000 people is still a decent amount of people, but it's just when you think about a stadium and you think that Wembley can hold 90,000, like that means you could fit everyone in my town into Wembley and still have 30,000 empty seats, which is amazing. So I grew up in that town, and as I said, it's got a bustling high street, a decent town centre. It's a decent-sized town. It's not like a village with just a village shop or anything. And we've got a football team, and I've supported him my whole life. Our striker, he is the main striker for Gibraltar as well. How amazing is that? Like, there's some crazy little stories that you must have of, like, international players at that level. I mean, he plays for Stourbridge, little town, outside of the leagues, like, so far down. Oh, lovely save there by Courtois. Croatia taking a shot, edge of the penalty area. Saved by Courtois. Yeah, he had to get something on that as well. He had to get a hand on it. It's Kavacic. But, yeah, has to get a strong hand onto that. But yeah, where some of those players play in those smaller teams is really interesting. Modric playing it short. Modric looking to whip it in. Headed clear. Edge of the area. Croatia. Over. Blasts it over. Sosa. Sosa's had a couple of shots, actually. He's had a couple of attempts, but blasted it over. FIFA will eventually create more countries to have even bigger World Cups, said Dortnight. Yeah. A 320 team World Cup. 10 times bigger than the World Cup we've got now. Imagine that. Imagine that festival of football. Vatican City versus the Cook Islands. Yeah. Ball being played forwards. But we could make teams like Wakanda. Do you know what I mean? That'd be amazing. Wakanda versus Narnia. Who's not tuning into that? Hogwarts. Hogwarts versus the Death Star. Okay, they're saying that De Bruyne are getting a lot further forward in this half, in the 6 minutes we've had of this half already. Ball being passed around. Don't forget, as things stand, Morocco going through, Croatia going through in second place, Belgium going home. That can change. One goal. If Belgium score, it's Belgium that are going through. If Belgium score, they'd be going through in second place. I don't mind that either, actually. It'd actually be in my interest for Belgium to score here. Because if Belgium score, they're going through instead of Croatia. I don't care about that. But they are going through on the other side of the draw. And then all of a sudden, Croatia would have to be getting a goal. And even if they got a goal, they'd still only be second. So it is in my interest as an England fan for Belgium to score here. Just puts a bit of a protector there. Because at the moment, if Croatia score, they go top. They go top of the group. Alphonso Davis and Luka Modric need to score, said Harith. James said, I'm loving this coverage. Please do the Women's World Cup. I reckon there's a chance we will do something for that, you know. I mean, the women's game is really big in the US, and England are going in as one of the favourites. I don't think we will do extensive coverage of it, though, because, honestly, I just don't know how much demand there's going to be for the other team. Croatia dinking it in. Chesting it down. Edge of the area. Playing it across. Croatia. Oh, save. Saved by Courtois. Courtois called into action. Seeing the Croatian fans cheering on their team. Ball being played back. Sosa. Into the middle. Ball being played forwards. Here's Croatia dinking it into the middle. Ball being played into the box. Cutting onto the inside. Shot. Another save. Another save by Courtois. Oh my God. It's wave after wave as the ball is played over. And that looks like it's going to trickle out. And it does go out. Legend Killer said, come on, Croatia. Spencer said the top 8 to 12 women teams are decent. Massive drop-off after that, though. The reason for the player not playing, not good, because some of them are playing part-time and semi-pro. Some work jobs, and they don't have a competitive league in the country. Are we talking about Morocco? I have loved... Oh, read that. I heard the next World Cup... far, far away, have called up Shrek to play at centre-back. Might lack the pace that's needed. There's some quick forwards, and Shrek might struggle to deal with that. Yeah, that was a good save by Courtois. Ball is being passed in that Belgium defence. I've made my mind up that I want Belgium to score now. That's I definitely don't want Croatia to score. Here's Croatia. Croatia coming forward. Ball being played over to that left-hand side. They're going to look to whip it in, Croatia. Looks like we've had a few substitutions. Right, we've had 10 minutes of this second half already, you know. Ball coming over to that left down the line. Is it going to trickle out? It does trickle out. By Shrek, do they mean Wayne Rooney? Legend enjoying the game. If Belgium didn't have Courtois, they would be done, said DB. Darth Vader would dominate this World Cup, said Daniel. Farouk said, I feel like Croatia are going to score. They're getting closer. They are getting closer. Ball being played forwards. Headed on by Lukaku. De Bruyne was trying to get onto the end of it. I don't feel like we've seen much of Lukaku in this tournament. Belgium feel like a more dangerous side when they have Lukaku on the pitch. Ball is being played back to the Croatian keeper. It's still 2-1 in the other game. So still 2-1 in the other game. A Canadian goal would change things. I'm hoping for a Moroccan goal and a Belgian goal. Days after day one against Pakistan, England are 5-0-6 for 4. Yeah, I woke up to that news. Absolutely incredible. What the hell's happened there? I mean, the players just absolutely fill in their boots, which is brilliant. Ball coming over to that left-hand side. Tried to whip in and straight into the hands of the keeper. This new aggressive style of play from England in the test team is just really working for them. Joy to watch. Ball coming over to the left-hand side by Croatia. Brought down by Sosa. Sosa has had a few shots on target. 10 shots by Croatia in this game. 8 by Belgium. Ball going out, but still no goals. Right now we're seeing Canada on the ball in the other game. And we are going to get another Belgium change as well. There's going to be a substitution. So Trossard is coming off. So Trossard is being subbed off. And it is Hazard coming on. There we go, that's it. Quite ineffective there by Trossard. Can't say I really saw much from him. Ball in the middle, being passed around. Goes over to the left-hand side. Down the line, bounces off the player. Goes all the way back to the Croatian half. Zach Crawley got 1-2-2. England played well, said Thruka. Opening partnership was great. Easy99 said, most of the low country ranked players play football as part-times. Some work other jobs like teachers and construction workers. Daniel said, Star Wars versus Star Trek at the World Cup would be a classic. That's how you're going to really get the interest of the casual fans, to be honest. That is how you're going to... Rather than doing countries, we need Walking Dead versus Game of Thrones. We need Marvel versus DC. Yeah, these are the kind of things that we need to lean into, I think. Rather than stupid countries. Belgium have got the ball. They're in their own half, just passing it around. There's been plenty of pressure in this first 15 minutes of the second half by Croatia. Can Belgium create something, though? Can Belgium find a way of getting a goal? They know that a draw is no good. Here is Belgium! Belgium! Oh, off the post by Lukaku. God, it's an open goal. Oh, it's an open goal for Lukaku. It's harder for him to miss. It's harder for him to not score. And he hits the post. Look at this. Look at this, Lukaku. Oh, my God. He does have to get the ball past some players, in all fairness. But once he gets it round the defender, there is nothing there. Once it's round the players, there is nothing to stop it. And it hits the post. Oh. Oh. Can't believe it. Jesus. That was an awful miss, said Ryan. It is harder to... It is so hard to do what he just did. It's a big block. Comes to Lukaku. Head down. He wallops it. Bang. Off the post. Oof. Got to score. Has to score. That's what the commentator says. Got to score. Has to score. Doesn't score. Right, here come Belgium. Big opportunity. We're talking about them going through or going home. If they have to win. Morocco are still driving forward. Lovely footwork here. Hits the post. Fix, said Carlos. I don't think. I mean, I'm sure these footballers have the ability to hit the post if they want to, but jeez. Oh, and again to Lukaku. He puts it over. Oh my God, Lukaku. Is that Stormzy? I can only imagine that we've actually swapped Lukaku for Stormzy. Ball is in, and he heads it over. The goal is there, heads it over. The ball had gone out anyway, thankfully. So it would have been disallowed, but he can't believe it. He can't believe it. Look at the shock on his face. Lukaku has had 2 golden chances. He has missed both. He has missed both. Bench Lukaku. Heartbreaking. Now the world can see why United sold him, said Mouldy Spoon. Someone help Lukaku. Someone help Lukaku. Ball coming over. On the inside. Headed clear by Belgium. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. Come on, Croatia, said Legend Killer. Lukaku is now Lukaku. Right, we're seeing a couple of substitutions for Croatia. Someone help Lukaku take him out. What the hell? What the hell? Right. We're seeing a couple of Croatian changes. So for who's going off? Number 9, number 14 have gone off. So their striker and wide forward have both gone off. Ball being played forward by Croatia, cleared by the Belgium defence. Ball up in the air, headed forwards, chested down by Croatia, trying to just enjoy a bit of time on the ball. Ball coming over to that left-hand side. Kovacic. Plenty of red shirts around, edge of the area. We've only got 25 minutes to go. Croatia into the hands of Courtois. Tense. Yeah, I mean, Croatia, if they lose this game, they've only got themselves to blame. They've had some great chances, certainly in the first half. But we need Batshuayi and Eden Hazard. James said Lukaku is just plain and simple. Ball coming over to the right-hand side. Into the middle by Belgium. Belgium looking for that goal. They need a goal. Someone should tell Lukaku. Ball coming over to the left-hand side. Still keeping an eye on what's happening with Canada and Morocco. Canada are battling away. They are battling away. Ball is with Belgium. Belgium driving forward, playing it over to the right-hand side. Back into the middle, into De Bruyne. De Bruyne. He's got a whole Croatian team in front of him. We're around the halfway line. Nice through ball. Doesn't get anywhere. Oh, tackle. Dendoncker picks up a yellow. Yellow card to Dendoncker of Belgium. Time ticking away. Here's Canada. Canada with Buchanan playing the ball back into the middle, but cleared by Morocco. Morocco could really do with a third just to have that breathing space. There's only one goal in this. We know that Canada are a decent team because they finished top in qualifying. Here's Croatia surging forwards. Ball coming over. Don't forget, if Croatia score, Belgium will need 2. They will need 2 goals if Croatia score. Being played down that left-hand side. My gran could have scored that, and she's been dead for a decade. I'd be so frustrated if I bet on Lukaku to get the first goal, said Tall Paul. Ball into the penalty area. Lovely little turn. Dinking it to the backs. No! And Courtois gets it. The shot does come in, but Courtois is able to grab a hold of the ball and keep a hold of the ball. Here we go, Belgium playing it over to that right-hand side, trying to get it down the line. Bounces off the player, goes behind. There's a young Belgian fan. He's got the flag in his mouth. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. He's showing disrespect to Belgium there. He's so nervous, he's chomping on the flag. Ball coming over to the left-hand side. We haven't seen the French fries in forever. I want to know how the French fries is feeling. Ball is with the Belgium defence. They're starting to come forward now into the centre. Over to the right-hand side. Down the line. De Bruyne takes a shot. And quite comfortably saved. Quite comfortably saved. Great saves from Belgium. They've had a lot, says Rayyan. Zakaria, shout out to you. Easy99 said, for me, Belgium is lacking youth players to replace the old players. Belgium is dependent on the same players they have been for the past 5 years. Here's Croatia. Trying to build up from their own half, playing it over to the right-hand side, being chased after. Not back. Not back again. Picked up by Croatia. Surging forwards. Nice through ball. Lovely little turn. Trying to whip it in, but bounces off the defender and goes out of play. 1 minute wrestler. Hello. Hope you are well. I'm seeing frustration everywhere at the moment. Canadian players are frustrated. Croatian players are frustrated. Belgian players are frustrated. I think even the Moroccan players are frustrated that they can't get that third. Just to really get this cemented. That guy looked like he had a French fry hat. Are they known for their French fries? Is Belgium known for their French fries? Ball going back. I'm going to have a look at that. Might be one of those quirky things where French fries were actually made in Belgium. French fries. Common law claims that the original fry was born in Namur in Belgium, where the locals are fond of fried fish. When the river froze over in 1680, the people fried potatoes instead of the small fish that they were accustomed to. And the fry was born. Are Belgium claiming the French fry? It's hard to say. Hard to say, but they seem to be staking a claim on the French fry. They seem to have claimed the French fry as their own. Ball going over to the left-hand side for Croatia. Low, and it goes out. It's going to be a throw-in. Queen Elizabeth of England became queen on February 6th. Coronation was June 2nd. Final score, England and Iran was 6-2. Queen died on the 1st of NFL. Queen 62. I don't even get that. I'm sure there's other YouTubers that work as hard, says James. No, that's fake news. There's not a single one. Here's Tielemans. Tielemans has come on. 1 minute wrestler. Hello. Zakaria. Hello. Okay, seeing some final changes as we go into these final 20 minutes. Being played forwards by Croatia, but they're under pressure. De Bruyne right there, closing them down. Ball bouncing around in the middle of the park, booted up in the air there by Croatia. Comes back down, headed forwards. In the middle of the park. I feel like there's going to be chances, but I equally wouldn't be surprised if this ends 0-0 as well. But I feel like there's going to be some more chances. I mean, Lukaku might need about 10. And even then, he might not score. So, as we said, we're into the final 20 minutes on this one. As things stand, Morocco are going through in first place. They would go on to England's side of the draw. Croatia in second place would be going through onto the other side of the draw, the United States side of the draw. Belgium would be going home. Belgium would be going home. We did a poll earlier. It was like 51% to 49%. So it was really close as to whether Belgium were going to get through or not. It's still really close now. One goal completely changes this. One goal completely changes this. One Belgium goal puts them through. Croatia are living a charmed life at the moment. I always thought that France created the French fry. Well, I think it's disputed. But clearly the fans of the Belgian team are claiming the French fry. They're claiming it. Ball being played forward straight to the hands of the keeper. Dortmund said, I have to think it would be the best if Croatia go through with Modric, Brozovic, Kavavic in midfield. I feel they've got a better chance of progressing. I don't really care about progressing. I care about what's best for England. And I've decided what's best for England is that Belgium go home, Croatia go onto the other side of the draw, and Morocco come onto our side of the draw. This is a Moroccan team that are struggling to beat Canada right now. And I tell you what, the really close moment in the Moroccan-Canada game. Really close moment. Looks like it hit the crossbar. Might have bounced just on the line. It's going to be a goal kick for Morocco. Ball being played forwards. There's a real battle going on. Croatia knocking the ball in the middle. Here's Croatia. Ball being pulled back, but Belgium defenders were there. Now the ball coming over to the left-hand sides. Here come Belgium. Can they just inject a bit of energy? Can they just get a bit of momentum? Ball coming over to the right. And again, the game just settles down. There's no... Where's the spark? I feel like De Bruyne has created a few moments. But you are looking for someone to just take the game by the scruff of the neck. Yeah, they said that De Bruyne can go without the ball for about 10-15 minutes. Like, everything should be going through De Bruyne. There we go. De Bruyne's got it. Plays it into the middle. Edge of the area. Good challenge there by Croatia. They're just showing the ball on the line. We've got the goal line technology. That's amazing. The ball bounces on the line in that other game. We have the goal line technology, and it shows that it was no goal. Hearts in mouths over in that other game. As Morocco desperately trying to go through. Canada desperately trying to ruin it for them. Bye-bye, Belgium. Kevin De Bruyne, the best player in the world. We all knew Morocco was going to be first. Lol, said Michael. Ball being whipped in, headed clear by Morocco. We're into the final 15 on this one. Here come Croatia, driving forwards. 2-on-2. Croatia cutting on the inside. And again, wasteful. Wasteful. To not even pull the trigger and be tackled, that is a waste. We're starting to see the game open up a little bit more now. This is better. Ball coming over to that left-hand side. De Bruyne, lovely long ball. Back post, really good header. Knocking it out. Feels like now we're approaching the final 10 minutes. The intensity just being turned up. Everything just being turned up. Yeah, it does feel like a goal is on the way. Saying that this could be a goal of epic proportions if it is scored by Belgium. Ball being played into the middle. It's headed over. That is going to be a goal kick. Belgium wanted another corner from that. They don't get it. Couple of people looking like they're dressed like the Belgium royal family. Looking very glum. Very glum. We're just looking at the other game there into the final 15. Couple of whole raft of substitutions. Wotherspoon is coming on. Wotherspoon. Love that. He's coming on for Hoylett. We've got a chain of pubs all over the UK called Wetherspoons. I'll tell you what, Wotherspoon would love to go to Wetherspoon. He would absolutely love it. So Wotherspoon on for Canada. Here's Croatia bursting forwards. Croatia playing the ball over to the left-hand side. Couple of changes for Morocco as well as ball is whipped in. Oh, cleared by Belgium. Cleared by Belgium. Oof. Tense. Imagine being Belgium watching this. I bet all of Belgium are watching this because this is their golden generation. Look at some of those Croatian faces. Real concern. As I said, it looks like we could be heading towards Croatia versus Spain. Morocco against maybe Germany. England don't qualify for a World Cup. We didn't make 600s. I don't know anything about cricket. Seems by 600 seems like they've lost it on the first day. Are you aware we play France in the quarterfinals? Yep. I like to plan ahead, and if we get past France, which I think we could, I do not think that's a match that we need to be fearful of. It's they're a team that absolutely can knock us out, but I think there's a good chance that England have got in that game. There's a lot of injuries to France. A lot of injuries. No Pogba, no N'Golo Kante. They lost their left back. Granted, they replaced him with another left back, but it's not like these are all options that have gone from their bench. Like their overall squad has been weakened because of these injuries. So yeah, their starting 11 is going to be great, but England have got a good bench. Once you get to those, if we take them to extra time, for example, England are going to have fresher legs and they're going to have some good players that can come on. Here's Croatia. Croatia pulling it back. No one there. I think there's a chance. I really do. I think England got a chance against France. I'm all over that hopium. Modric. Trying to take a shot. We are within the final 10 minutes. I'm surprised that Croatia and Belgium didn't get a goal yet, said Joe. Avocado said, can someone please score? Oh. Bring them on. Only Mbappe has been any good, said James. That's the spirit, James. And I've really liked Dembele as well, actually. But that's the spirit. Bring them on. We've got Rashford. We've got Bellingham. We've got Saka. We've got Kane. Gonna make them humble. We're gonna make them humble. I wouldn't be surprised if France... I mean, yes, we've got to get past Senegal, and they have to get past Poland. I wouldn't be surprised if France are just like, Zagreb, we surrender. And they just give up before the game's even played. That would not shock me. If they just pack their bags and just decide to go home, I would not be surprised. Ball up in the air, being chased after. Oh, gets knocked back. Wow. Wow. The Croatian player there kicks the ball back, goes flying into the hands of his keeper. Ball down the line. All right. Pasalic is running on into the penalty area. Pulls it back, gets left. Oh, that was a lovely leave. He even fooled his own player, though. He left it. I don't think his teammate knew he was going to leave it. He was running on, arriving at the edge of the area. It sort of got caught underneath his feet. Look at that. Oof. It is a heart-in-the-mouth moment. He really was asking a question of his own goalkeeper there. Is there going to be a final twist? A final turn? Is there going to be a sting in the tail for one of these teams? Canada, at the moment, are going home without a win. And with a couple of goals, but only one of them being one that they scored. So it was a lovely goal, though, that they scored, Alphonso Davies. So very disappointing for Canada. Ball going over to the left-hand side. Morocco are currently going through, but there's only a goal in it. Dinking it in, no joy. Croatia trying to get onto the end of that. They go down. Battle him. Battle him. Cricket is best when it's live. But streaming it is like streaming golf, says Trini. Days you're drunk, go home, said Brian. Bring it on, Maguire versus Giroud. Yeah. Not worried about that. Do you know what? Kyle Walker against Mbappe. Down for that. Kyle Walker against Mbappe, Kylian Mbappe. Kyle Walker, make him humble. We've said Mbappe is a poor man's Rashford. And it's been proven again and again and again. Ball going down the line. I think basketball would be a good to stream, but you have to be into it. It's so fast-paced. Ball going wide. The World Cup needs the Iceland Viking chant, said Zakaria. Listen, they knocked us out of the Euros in 2016. I do not want to see Iceland ever again. Unless I'm going to go there to pick up some food and some bargains, yeah? Here we go. De Bruyne is going to look to whip this in. In it goes. Headed towards goal. It's up in the air. Brought down by Croatia. Into the final 5. Final 5 minutes. Croatia going down that right-hand side. Blocked. Tielemans has got it. Belgium have to score. They have to score. I wonder at what point, I mean, we might have already got there, but at what point does it just become that Croatia don't try to score? They just try to not concede. But saying that, Croatia, I don't think they want to finish second. You finish second, your next game is going to be Spain by the looks of it. Come on, Croatia, said Legend Killer. Belgian player had a Croatian guy in a headlock and there was no call at all, said Michael. Ball. Ooh, whipped in, stinked in. Oh, just wide by Belgium. Croatia defending for their lives. Yeah. Shot comes in. It bounces off. It actually bounces off the leg of Lukaku. He can't really do much with it. He doesn't know too much about it, but it does end up going wide. You don't fear your opponent and expect to win. I agree. Be wary of them, but fear them. Nah. Listen, we respect France, and we would respect France a lot more if they just surrendered. Eden Hazard is on. Belgium only need a tie and played like it most of the day. That's Croatia only need a tie. Belgium are going home right now. Eden Hazard, winner. LFC said Lukaku is so bad. He is so bad. Right, it's going to be a throw-in to Croatia. Throw in down the line. Ball bouncing around in midfield. Goes back to that Belgium defence. Knocking it over to the left-hand side. Very tense at the moment. Very tense. One goal. One goal. One Canadian goal or one Belgian goal or one Croatian goal. The only team to score that wouldn't change anything would be Morocco. If Morocco score, it doesn't change anything at the moment. If any other team scores, it changes things. What if Belgium scored? Well, if Belgium scored, they're the ones that go through, but they go through in second place. So it would change something, even if Belgium score. They would be going through instead of Croatia. If Croatia score, they're going through, and I think I'm right in saying they'd be going through as leaders, so it would change things. If Canada score, then I think Morocco will be going through in second place. It's only if Morocco score that nothing changes. Ball being played into the middle, straight into the hands of the keeper. Lukaku has never been any good. No idea why United bought him, said James. Zakaria said, are you watching Fury Chisora? Yes. It's already set up. I'm sure it's... I don't know if it's visible, actually. I probably should make that visible. I might do that now. Stream's already set up. But I don't think I've made it visible. Oh, we've got that horrible thing happen as well, where it's showing the wrong thumbnail. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, we had that thumbnail issue earlier. I've not really been thinking about it. I never got anywhere with that, did I? Here we go. Ball coming over to the right-hand side. Played in the middle. Back post. It's bouncing around. The keeper gets on it. Oh, Lukaku. Lukaku does not want Belgium to qualify. That's what I've learned. He does not want them to qualify. Ball coming over. Look, it just hits his chest, goes down. Completely. How can he be regarded as one of the world great strikers? That is just... I mean, even if you just did that... Belgium. Lukaku. Can you believe it? Jesus, that is unbelievable. It's a right mess, isn't it? It's a right mess. Unless Belgium find a goal, they are going home. And he has had such opportunity. Ball goes out. 4 added minutes is what we've got. 4 added minutes. Lukaku has been their best player, said Martin. Look at that. He chests it down. That's poor, isn't it? We've already had 1 of the 4 minutes. Belgium should be winning this game, if not for Lukaku, said Jacob. At least if you're Croatia, you've had tons of chances in dangerous spots, but Belgium had early rush in the game and not much else, says Michael. Right, here's Belgium playing the ball back. Belgium whipping it in the middle. Oh, Lukaku again. Just couldn't get on the end of it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I mean, if I'm Lukaku, just never go back to Belgium. Never, forget it. Change your nationality. It's over. You won't be welcome. Yeah, they just said we're just sat waiting for a winning goal. We're still underway in Morocco, Canada game. There's been no goals in this second half. No. Oof. Yeah, look, he tries to... do you know what? It's good defending, actually. Lukaku's there, and he's going to kick, but the defender just gets a toe on it. Takes it away from Lukaku. 90 seconds of stoppage time remain. 90 seconds of stoppage time remain. Here's Croatia passing the ball around. I mean, at this point, if you're Croatia, you probably just want to get through, don't you? At this point, you probably just want to get through. How much added on time is there in Morocco, Canada? It's Canada that are coming forwards. Canada playing the ball into the centre. Morocco heading it away. It's up in the air. 4 added minutes in that game as well. 4 added minutes in that game. So we've got 4 minutes in this game. 4 minutes in that game. Ball being played into that back line. Being dinked forward, chested down. It's up in the air. Belgium are looking, but they've only got about 30 seconds. Croatia on the ball. Goes over into the corner. Down the line, very good. Headed forwards. Chested down. Being chased by Croatia. To the inside. Here's Croatia. Big tackle. Big tackle by Belgium. They're into the final 10 seconds. They have to score. Is it? And Belgium are out. The golden generation have failed. Belgium are eliminated. Belgium are out. Belgium are out. Out. Outie outs. The devil is upset. Yeah. Lukaku has got his head in his hands. He wants the ground to swallow him up. Lukaku with his head in his hands. This will be a game that he'll never want to see again. And look at those Belgian faces. Oh, drink it in. They finished 3rd at the last World Cup. They finished 3rd at the last World Cup, and they can't get out of their group in the very next year. 4 years later, they're out. There's a Croatian coach having a word with De Bruyne. There's Witsel. Here's gutted. Are we going to get any tears? There's a few watery eyes. Watery eyes in the crowd as well. He's got his head in his hands. Where are the crying children? That's what we're looking for. Where are the crying kids? There's a player down there. We've got a crying player. We've got tears from a player by the looks of it. There's the French fries! Gutted. Gutted. The French fries absolutely gutted. Morocco are celebrating. They know they're through unless they concede like 2 or 3 goals. So they're celebrating. They need to hold on, though, because they could top this group. Morocco could be going through in first place. Feel bad for the French fries guy. Yeah. And you know someone's going to try and eat him as well as he leaves the stadium. That's totally happening. Ball being played in, cleared by Morocco, waiting for the scenes of celebration for Morocco. It's 2-1 Morocco at the moment. This has ended 0-0. Ball being played in the middle. Morocco trying to drive forward, gets into the hands of the keeper. And there it is. There it is. Moroccan play the pitch. They've qualified in first place. Look at that. Look at that. Look at these scenes. Wow. Shearer says that Lukaku is nowhere near fit. Nowhere near fit, and it can't all be put down to him. But there's amazing scenes from these Moroccan fans. Nice for Morocco, said Trini. Shocking. Hope there's no riots in... Oh, my God. Riots in Belgium again. Riots in Belgium again. There's going to be more riots. There's a Moroccan fan dressed as a lion. He's celebrating. Croatia are applauding their fans. They do go through in second place, and they do go onto the harder side of the draw. But they are through. They are through. There's a woman with a drum banging away. So Croatia managed to get out of this group. This ain't going to be good. I blame the Belgium manager for not starting the game with a striker, says Hamads. There's a gutted Belgian woman. She's gutted. Thuka, see you at the next game. There's a Stormzy song, Take Me Back to London, not to Belgium, said Rotem. Oh, I tell you. Look, at the end, he gets the shirt. He puts the shirt over his head. He just wants to hide. He just wants to hide. But there is nowhere to hide at the World Cup. He's only played 31 minutes since August. Shearer said they were only ever going to put Lukaku on if they were desperate. Oof. 31 minutes he's played since August. They're going to show us all of the Lukaku chances. Yeah! Here we go. Through ball. This was, bounces off. Hits the post. Would you fire Roberto Martinez now or when the team comes home to Belgium? Oh. I'd do it when they come back to Belgium so that he's got that whole flight of not knowing. He's got the whole flight of not knowing, the press conferences, all of that stuff. And then as soon as he lands, gets back home, greets his family, sees some of his friends, all of that stuff, fire him then. What day is it? Today is Thursday. They'll be back by the weekend. Fire him on Monday. Fire him on Monday. He should have been fired back in 2018, says Hamads. That's why you don't take unfit players to the World Cup, said Fidel. Steve said, I just watched Dynamite. Good show. AEW needs to stop letting you hear the wrestlers talk so much, though. You could hear Pac and the ref sorting out a new finish after the botched end. Easy99 said there will be a protest from fans in Belgium after that match. Martinez could be sacked. Belgium football president could also resign. All joking aside, the manager probably needs to go. I mean, I'm not crazy about people losing their job, but he's been there a while. If he was going to do something with this group of players, he would have done it. So whilst they have maybe got another tournament in them, I still don't. They're not going to be at their prime at this next tournament. We looked at their ages, so it feels like it might have passed Belgium. But whilst they've got another chance, shall we say, where they're still going to have the likes of Tielemans, De Bruyne, so on, so on, so on. Give another manager a go. Give another manager a go. I feel bad for Amos. I mean, Lukaku said voltage rock. Joe said poor Lukaku. Belgium can come to the US to learn about soccer, says Michael. We're just seeing wonderful scenes. The Moroccan fans obviously celebrate him. Lots of joyous scenes there. I would like more shots of the Belgium fans, to be honest. Or shots from Belgium. What's it like in Belgium right now? I bet they're crying into their hot chocolates. By Belgium, says Legend Killer. You can't sack Martinez after 2018. He lost the semi-final to France and beat England and Southgate twice in the tournament. Finished third. Thomas Tuchel for Belgium. Oh. Part of me would like him for England. Part of me would like Thomas Tuchel for England. I don't know what we do with Southgate after this tournament. Like, I sort of feel that he's... Oh, there's Omri. Omri, look. Lukaku in absolute tears. Omri grabs him, gives him a big hug. Now we get a load of Belgium. He's got it. Oh, wow! Lukaku, boom! Smacks where the subs sit. So he's come off. He's come off the pitch. He's gone over to where the subs bench is. He's gone to the plexiglass at the side. Bang! Stormzy's lost it. Stormzy has lost it. That is not the spirit of the game. Right, here's Martinez. Maybe he quits. Do you have regrets? No regrets. The performance today was ourselves. We had a deserved defeat in our second game. We created many opportunities today, but we couldn't get that goal. We can leave with our heads held high. The golden generation is bringing through the next generation, says Martinez. This is not enough for Belgium. We wanted to get through, but there's going to be other teams that wanted to get through as well. The interviewer said you can say what you want or something like this, but this is not enough for Belgium. Are you going to stay as coach? Now is not the time. Do you want to stay as coach? And he says, now is not the time. They have been poor. It's really interesting to hear him say, like, if you're going to go out, at least we can go out with our head held high. I mean, they did create a lot of chances, but they still didn't do enough. Like, they didn't win the game. It's as simple as that, isn't it? Maybe you could go out with your head held high if you won this game, but it was out your hands, and so you go out the tournament. But the fact of the matter is, you know you needed to win this game to go through, and you didn't win the game. First flight to Spain for Martinez. They didn't score with Eden or Thorgan. How? Can see Henry on the sidelines licking his lips, looking for those French fries. Yes. He won't resign. If he's got a contract and gets sacked, there would be a payoff. After the World Cup, Belgium squad will do some cleaning and the dust will change. Even Days would have scored that missed goal by Lukaku. Fact. That's an absolute fact. You cannot deny that. I would have scored that goal. Right. Let's wrap this up, shall we? Because we've got our next coverage starting in 55 minutes' time. So 55 minutes, we will be going over to our next game. That's a really juicy group, man. That is Japan, Spain, Germany, and we're going to get answers on that one. So, yep, we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to see if I can find a better bracket, and I will see you at that next game in about 50 minutes' time. So, hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate people joining us. This one was tense. Maybe not quite as tense as what we saw last night, but it was still tense. And the end result is that is it for Belgium. Belgium are gone. Belgium are out. And that's a big team that has gone. De Bruyne is gone. Don't need to worry about De Bruyne. He's gone. And so Croatia go through. They go over onto the USA side of things. And Morocco go through onto England side of things. And yeah, really, really interesting. So thanks for watching. I will see you in about 50 minutes time for our next game. Bye for now.